This is a fun podcast. There is explicit language, so if you have small children in the room, you might want to put them closer to the speaker so they can learn some shit. Blue Tigers Fitted, BlueTigersFitted.com, episode 46. Sherm, where we at?
Man, we on XLVI.
XLVI. I swear after 50, we're stopping with the numbers.
Yeah,
I swear.
It's over.
Internet's, as soon as I hit 50, it's done. It's a wrap with the numbers. Because, like, every single show, we hitting you with numbers. A homeboy, Premium Pete from New York, was like, yo, fam.
Premium, that's my guy.
Premium Pete's the guy, right? He's got the Premium Pete show. He was like, yo, fam, numbers is whack. But yet and still, he's on his 7th show, and him and Miss Lissa are like, yeah, this is episode 7. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought you just told me fucking numbers was whack. Here I am.
I didn't want to bring that to your attention earlier, but it's cool.
No, that's fine. You got to call out Pete,
That's
man.
cool.
So shout out to Premium Pete.
Shout out to Premium Pete.
Shout out to Premium Pete, man. Yo, Engineer BTF is in the studio on the 1s and 2s this evening. We have some guests in the studio, so he's micless for the first part of the show. So he's going to be just doing nothing but watching the game and watching the Cavs getting blown the fuck out right now. Unfortunately, you know. Scumbag Sherm in the building. What up, though?
What up, though, Teek?
Scumbag Sherm is here. Yeah, just in case you didn't know, that's Scumbag Sherm to my immediate left. Internet knows all about him and his black card. You know what I'm saying? He drops it on these hoes every now and again. So black card is definitely in the building. We're missing. I'm going to start calling Tom, BTF Tom Diego. Because I swear, like, these two guys, we're missing the homie Tom. He's out in Louisiana, wherever the hell he's at. These guys go, like, out of town every other week. They're like, hey, yo, fam, I'm going to be out for the show next week. Yeah, fam, I'm going to be out for the show, Teek. Yeah, okay. Well, meanwhile, I'm still here. Me and B, we still working. You feel me?
But here's the difference. I check in. I don't know what the hell BTF Time is doing.
Yeah,
He's just
BTF
out here incognito, man.
Yeah, more like incognito, more like, man. But Internet's, yo, episode 46. I got the homies Roast Spit already, and we got my man KT in the building. 14 KT. What up, though, man? We thought it was carrots. We was trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah.
What do we call it?
Has been, though.
Has it been? It's never been.
It's never been carrots, man. I just kind of roll with it just because Cass, they're associated. But nah, man, it's KT.
I ain't gonna lie, it was a great mystery today, so I'm glad you wrapped that up for us.
Yeah, man, because it was crazy. We was trying to figure it out. Like, yo, man, we just gonna ask. Yo, fuck that. This is what it is. I gotta just ask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So, gentlemen, welcome, man.
Thanks
for having us.
Absolutely. Yo, man, what's crazy? We had Rick on episode 45.
Yeah,
we had him on last week.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, Rose been on the show. You know what I'm saying? And that's just so happened to be episode 2, 3.
That is true.
MJ, right? True statement. I promise, Internets, I didn't plan it that way. I just called, and the planets happened to line to work that way, right?
Word.
And then last week, like I said, we had Rick on
4 or
episode
5.
4 or 5. What is going on? The comeback, the 2, 3 with the 4 5, with the 4 5.
That was not planned.
That was not planned. And then these guys was like, yeah, this nigga was like, yeah, Teek, you playing that shit. I'm like,
Hey, knowing Teek, it was planned.
I promise I didn't plan the 2, 3, 4, 5, but that reference is just dope, man. So I thought you should know about that, man. Rick came on, man, brought his boys. We had to be like G-rated for like the first half hour, 45 minutes of show. Little fellas was here, Little Mace, Little Rick was here. So we're at our best. And the minute that they left, it was
raunchy.
nigga. Like, the minute they left, man, like the minute Sherm was like, yeah, he was waiting to say that. And I was like, yes, I was. It's like a crack addict waiting to take a cigarette smoke. I was waiting to say something. I was so careful. I was at my best, like, so Rick.
Sweating.
We would just like to ask, looking at the kids play, like, damn, okay. Looking at the time. But yo, man, we got you guys here, episode 46. I wanted to bring you on for the streets, for the internets. Talk about this tour, man. We got talk about real quick first row, coin handlers management. What is that all about? What is it? You're part of it. What's going on?
Yeah, it's a management team. My man LaRon Harris, and it's a team. It's like 4 people.
Okay.
That is like basically a management team, and it's like we got my man Sino.
Okay.
MCDJR.
And MCJR, for the internet that don't know, he's got the single out. Joining the
I'm
radio.
addicted.
I'm addicted to flex it on my own hoe.
And it's crazy.
That's my man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's crazy. Like he got millions and millions of hits.
Yes.
Like it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. He's the first person, like I guess technically, that blew up off of that Musically app. That
Musically.
He blew up off of Musically. Like
really?
he had millions and millions. Like something crazy like 4 or 5 million.
Now, was it his own joint on Musical.ly?
It was that song. Wow. And people are like, doing those dances.
Yeah,
like doing all that. And like to the point, like my daughter is on Musical.ly, and I'm like,
oh Lord.
Yeah, but like I saw that, like she didn't do that joint.
Yeah,
but I'm like, yo,
that you know of, because there's like a little secret box. I end up finding that out from my daughter, so I'm like, hey.
But just like you, we know. We have to. You have to.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
We're dads.
So we did. He's on there. He went crazy on there, and then he's like, I don't know exactly where he's at right now, but he's like talking like it's like bidding wars.
Really?
Labels like trying to sign him.
That's what's up.
I don't know if he's signed yet or like and I don't know exactly who is bidding for him or whatever. But he's popping, man. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So they coin handlers manages all of us pretty much.
Word. And the homie Thomas Tucker.
Yeah, he's
part
of the team.
ATL. Shout out to Thomas Tuck with Thomas Tuck 313. I think.
Yeah. Thomas is right now is K Michelle's tour manager.
Oh wow.
Like, that's his that's his quote unquote day job.
Yeah.
That's what he gets paid to do.
Thomas, that's why I know that new floor was being installed with that office and them hardwood floors. Lumber Liquidator special. I see them checks is coming in.
He was telling me about Love and Hip Hop. Like something happened on Love and Hip Hop, and she was like, "My tour manager said something." I was like, "Bro, what's she talking about?" She was like, "Yeah, she was." Wow. But he's not on the show. But
right.
That's what she was talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Hey, now, how long was you two obviously been working together? How did this collab even come about? How did roll?
Man, we go back. Like my cousin is One Man Army of Binary Star, and I was going to Eastern in 97, 90. I went to Eastern in 97, so like 98ish.
Yep.
Old ass nigga.
I didn't want to say it.
I'm cool. I'm
gonna say it for you.
I got great.
I see. I was about to say I see a couple of them grays in there matching that shirt.
Listen, I'm content. I'm content with it. But
Casey like, I ain't got none yet, fam.
Low came up
before you see him.
Hey. I'm right there with you.
That's why we set y'all there. You know what I'm saying?
Going like this when you
Ponytail
put
action.
dye on your fingers. But Low came up to Low got out of jail and was like, yo, he told me, this is before I started DJing or anything. He was like, yo, I got this group with my man Sanam Silla and we Binary Star, and this is what we're about to do, flat out. And you want to be a part of it, you can, whatever. I was at Eastern. He came to Ipsy and slept on my floor in my dorm room for like basically a whole school year, like two semesters.
Damn. Wow.
And from that, he started going to Ann Arbor and trying to do shows at the livest spot up there,
right?
Which was the Blind Pig.
And
the people, the young cats, the crew that had it on lock at the time was AML. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just like, it's Athletic Mike League, man. So we like, we athletic. Too. So we used to have hoop battles at the park. What was the name of that park?
Hoop battle. Probably Burns. Is it Burns Park?
But that was a short, like the court that's not a full basketball court. It was outside. We used to go all the time.
It's probably Burns.
Yeah, LeVar used to come up there.
Yeah.
So we used to have these epic battles, man, and then naturally we became friends, and we just started all like kind of making music. They'd get us on a couple joints, and this is before I was even rapping.
Yeah, he was DJing.
Shows. I was DJing at the time. Yeah. The sub crew would do do songs and shows with them and vice versa, and then it just like
it's kind of crazy, man. You was DJ and I was MCing.
Yeah,
and it's totally different.
Complete flip flop.
Yeah, and then like when he started making beats, man, I remember like I was like, yo, this is. I'm rapping, and it was like my producer, quote unquote, at the time was Decompose, and like Decompose could do no wrong. Like he was the best to ever live.
Decompose.
And then after that, it was like, yo, this dude KT is crazy nice.
Yeah.
But he had just kind of like really got into making beats, and and I'm like, we did a song or two together. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, I got to the point, I'm like, yo, this is my favorite producer. Like not even it was at a point where like it's my favorite producer that I could call him right now if you want to talk to him.
Right.
Like I got his number. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, yo, I'm looking like, yo, I got like, yo, some dudes is dope, man. But I like forget Timberland, bro.
Yeah.
Give me like, man, if I could do an album or a song, like some joints with KT,
This guy.
let's get it. You know what I'm
do
saying?
it,
And
man.
then so every project that I did, we always figured something out and did at least one joint. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it was like always my personal favorite songs on those albums was the joints produced by him.
Right.
You know
So,
what I mean?
KT, what you
man.
think, man? Was it feeling mutual? Like how?
Oh yeah, totally, man. Like I mean, it's the hardest thing to find sometimes, like just working with people is chemistry.
Right.
And like we had known each other for a long time,
Sure.
so it's like every time we create, like all my favorite records I've ever made is from my homies that I made with. I knew them, and we just got in the room, had a conversation,
And did it.
And
bam,
did it.
yeah. So
Yeah.
same thing happens every time me and Ro would hit me up like back in the day, and you know, I give him some beats, and it just seemed like it just fit. It just
Damn.
fit right, you
That
know. So,
cohesive, like
Yeah.
teamwork, just like
It was
that.
just there, man.
KT, are you representing Yaktown also? Or you?
I represent Ipsy.
Okay.
Ipsy.
Ypsilanti, Michigan,
Yeah.
man. Where he went to college at Eastern.
Two
That's
total-
that's-
Two
that's my
it's
city, yeah.
two small city ratchet places.
Yeah, it is.
It's just, it's the same type of deal going
Same
on.
kind of
Yeah.
You know what I'm
vibes.
saying?
Shout out to
weird.
Eastern. We all got Eastern
Yeah,
ties
man.
in here.
Oh, everybody.
Some
I
way,
remember-
somehow, and I didn't
Yeah.
even go there.
I remember when Eastern was like, I felt like it was a black college back in the day. Like in the late
Yeah.
90s, it was like everybody from Detroit would come to Eastern to go
That's
to college.
true.
It was
That's
crazy.
I remember
true.
when my sister would go there, it was just like, whoa, like
Yeah.
it was crazy. It was
Young
kind
Joe,
of
my
crazy.
girl got a girlfriend.
She's probably in Ipsy right now.
right now. See, right now.
Yeah.
Yo, man, so let's talk about this tour, man. Like the Layers North American tour.
Yeah.
Right? So is this actually like Royce's like headline tour kind of thing, and you guys are on it? So let's talk about a little about the tour.
Yeah, so Royce went, had the #1 album in the country, knocked Rihanna off the charts.
Crazy. We talked about
Yeah,
that.
that is
on the show.
crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But like the crazy thing about Royce, man, is it's crazy how you can like my personal favorite musicians or like rappers or producers, like I know them personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like Royce is crazy. Like everybody knows Royce is like he was an alcoholic pretty much.
Right.
And he completely stopped drinking.
Yep.
Like to the point where like he doesn't even really like being in clubs and bars because he's like I'm an alcoholic and I can't even be around it.
Sure.
So he called me one day, and it's crazy that you like your phone rings and it's Royce like damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He called me and he's like, this is the Prime album. It's before the Prime album came out. He said, Ro, man, what's up, man? What you doing tonight? I was like out with my family at like for a Wednesday night dinner. I'm like, man, I ain't doing nothing. What's up? He was like, he's like, man, listen, I need you to come to the studio, like, because I want you to hear this album I'm working on. I was like, oh yeah, like so like when, like tomorrow or. He's like, no, like tonight. I'm in there tonight, and I'm like, all right, kids, like wrap it up. We gotta go.
Get it to go play.
But he was like, man, I haven't made an album sober, like completely sober. So I don't even know what this really sounds like. So I need people that I trust musically, like to give me the real.
Yeah.
And this was the Prime album.
It's the Prime album, and I went down there like, yo. What were you thinking, bro? This is incredible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I didn't even know what Prime was. And he
That's
sat me
wild.
down and he was like, yo,
That's
the
wild.
album is only like 34 minutes long. It's short. It's Adrian. What's his name? Adrian Young.
Yeah, Adrian Young.
Yeah,
Yep.
and Primo cut.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm rapping, and then Mac Miller, and all just going down the list, and I'm listening like, bro, I can't, like, this shit is incredible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Would
I'm
you
like,
tell him though, like if it was whack, would you say something like, "Yo, fam, I think you
For
could've
sure.
I think you could have changed that line.
You
'Cause
ever did it?
I'm not feeling with that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like not maybe.
No. I would no. It's not a lot. One time I told him, what song? It was actually on that joint,
Okay.
and it was. I told him that it was something that I probably would never listen to again, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not whack. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's honest though, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, like it's something
man.
I can't like. I forgot what song was it.
It's not like
Yeah,
it's not like you was on
Off the
some
Prime album?
Yeah, it was he had a joint with Common and who was on that song?
Oh yeah, it was.
Was it
what's the
Common
name of
and
the joint? I know you're
was it
talking
Jay
about.
Electronica?
that was the track.
I don't know. It was a song with
like
Common.
Common
I
on
would
there.
listen to that again.
Yeah, I think it was a Common joint. And I was like, man,
Wishing? Yeah.
Wishing. Maybe that was it.
That's the one with Black Thoughts on the second one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Wishing.
Maybe that was it. Or did he? I can't remember, but whatever it was, I was like, yo, like
probably would listen to it again.
Yeah, I was like, honestly, I probably wouldn't listen to it again, but it's not whack.
Yeah,
it's dope, and like conceptually, it's a dope song.
Right.
I probably like for me, you know what I'm saying?
Still ended up keeping it, right? No,
yeah, it's on the album. Yeah,
it's on. I think it's Wishing.
Like he didn't change anything about it.
Yeah,
Only thing he changed, like from what I heard, was the mixes. You know what I'm saying? Some of the mixes were different.
Got you.
But other than that, it was basically what I heard. And he like when he played it for me, it was like one track. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't stop it and go to the last song.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's crazy.
And then after that, he called me and asked me to come listen to I called him and I was like, yo, I'm working on this joint, my man KT.
Yeah,
and I'm like, listen, bro, my whole mission was. Because I want to hear that. I want to hear KT and Royce.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to play him this album with all intentions to be like, yo, he's coming out. KT is coming out here in March, I think you came. Or when you come out for a wedding or something. Or,
that was last month.
Yeah, okay. I was like, he's coming out here and I need to get y'all in the studio. Just listen to him, man. And he was like, no, I already know about KT. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
But I played him
That's
the joints we were working on.
Yeah.
And he played me the Layers album. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, bruh. And I tweeted like, bro, when you go into the studio thinking like, yo, I'm about to play this shit for Royce.
Right, I saw that one.
And then he played some shit and you like, man, why am I even rapping? You know what I'm saying? But but he's a genuine dude, man. And I told him that time, I said, man, you know, we doing this independent thing, man. I'm trying to get on the road, you know, just like man to man on the humble.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, whatever I can do, you know, when I plan this next tour, I try to somehow fit you in.
Yeah.
But in the midst of, you know, life and everything that's going on with him and me personally, you know what I mean?
Sure.
He didn't like I looked at like the tour was kind of set, and I was like, damn. And then my man Mark. Like randomly, Mark is like, listen, bro. Mark is like the glue in the putty that holds everything together.
Right.
Because he was like, yo, because I was supposed to go back out there to work on some stuff for this Rose Gold thing.
Sure.
And Mark was like, well, listen, you're coming out on the 20th or 22nd of June, and Royce's whole tour goes through California. Though the days you're gonna be here, like my tickets was pretty much booked, and like I had set like, yo, I'm gonna be there, and then he was like, man, hit Royce up and see if we can get on the tour, and I was like, all right, send him a text, and he was like, hold on 1 second, came back like, yeah, y'all on all the Cali dates,
flat out,
that's love, man,
like that.
He showed love,
you know what I'm saying, like he's just a real dude, man, and it's dope because like he's seeing that he's the ambassador to that next level.
Sure.
And local, you know, the guy that's still here, kind of like the Chavis Chandlers and the Nolan the Ninjas. You know what I'm saying? Like he's that dude that, you know, like, yo, you nervous, you thinking like, man, how do I ask Royce to get on a song? And it's like you have a conversation with him and he'll fuck around and tell you like, yo, let me jump on that joint.
Just like that. He's just that cool.
And now hearing that Ro went to bat for you and said, hey, you know, I need KT.
Hey man, thank you, man.
And it ended up happening. He was when he came out here, I think he was the Canada part of the tour had started or something.
Oh yeah.
But he was like, yo, because then I played him this joint that we had an idea for him to be on the joint on the album, and he was like, yeah, and like it's crazy because all the joints I played for him, this song, he started when he heard the beat, he started like mumbling to himself.
Really?
This one record, he started mumbling to himself, and I'm like, yo, it's crazy because like I see what you're doing over there.
Yeah.
Because this is the joint that I was thinking about asking you to get on.
That's the sign.
What's up?
That's the sign, right?
Yeah.
Mumbling,
and he was like, you know, and then he was like, he was saying that it's like this dude, he's just a crazy guy, man. He was like, you know, this is the first time he's like done a tour sober, like certain things, like, you know, it's new to him.
Sure.
And he was like, man, he was at the time he was trying to learn the lyrics to, like, remember the lyrics to the album, because you know, you write, record it, and the song is done, and
it's done.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he's like, man, listen, do you need the verse like right now before I go? Because it was like a day or two before he was leaving for the tour.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah. He's like, man, because I could give you a verse today, or you can wait till after the tour and I can give you a verse.
Sure.
And I was like, all right, we'll wait.
Yeah,
we'll sit back. We'll wait.
And that was for your album.
Yeah,
right? That was for the Ivy Life album.
No, that's for this Rose
okay,
Gold.
okay, got
Yeah,
you.
so
Okay,
like
nice.
the tour, this is when we're out there. The part of the tour we on is pretty much the end of the tour.
Okay.
So when we get back,
Cross your fingers.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the thing about him, he's a man of his word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not too many dudes out here like that. You know,
man.
right? And as far as that made it to the levels he's made it.
So he said he took y'all out to Cali, right? That's what the tour.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing
to. Yeah.
So
it's about to happen.
we jump off Detroit tomorrow.
Yeah.
So for internet
Jumping
that'll
on
hear this,
Detroit.
we're already
Yeah.
once the internet's
they'll
hear this,
be in
we'll
Cali.
already they'll be
Yeah.
in Cali already because they're actually
you'll
jumping
see
out
Rose
tomorrow
Gold in
Monday night.
Detroit, and then the Cali part of the tour at the end.
And
of the
tomorrow
month.
is the first Rose Gold show.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
we
being
did.
June 6th.
June
June
6th. My
6th.
part. I'm sorry.
Which
Yeah.
Blue
June
Tigers
6th.
Fitted will be in attendance.
Yeah,
so.
we'll be
Yeah.
there. We'll
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
give a report next.
Yeah,
47.
absolutely, man. We need to get backstage. You know what I'm saying? No groupie shit. Hashtag no groupie shit. We just need to report. Throw up a few snaps. You know what I'm saying? Take a few photos, kiss a few babies and shit.
It should be
Just to
crazy,
make it
man.
official. Yeah, just to make it official, man.
It's gonna be that.
You feel me? Drop that and I already kind of just went on.
Yeah. I saw that. I like
I
that.
saw that. I heard that shit. Right.
But when y'all on tour, like what? All right, you just said you got a busy life that's real personal. I'm sorry, a personal life that's real busy.
Yeah.
What is tour life when you get up 8 a.m.? I gotta get ready. 9 a.m. This is happening. 10 a.m. Like how does that work out for you guys?
Man, to be completely honest, you might want to ask Mark over there because he's gonna be the one that.
Oh man,
he's the one that keep like, yo, okay, listen, 2:00, we gotta be here, and we over doing some crazy, other shit.
Like to Sherm's point, like what does that day look like? So y'all know y'all got to be on stage that night.
Yeah.
What is the day like from breakfast, which was probably like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, because y'all got up. Breakfast ain't at like 7, 8 a.m. because y'all y'all might just walk in at 6.
Because low key, I done been to a road show and he was supposed to come on at 11. He ain't come on to 1 a.m. But that's cool.
Yeah, that's those Coronas, man.
So I always wonder, like, what
honestly, I don't know because this is the first.
Yeah, it's the first time.
It's the first time we're gonna be going out. You know,
normally on tour when you've been on tour before.
Okay,
right, he's been on tour.
What happened? What's
normally
what's the daily day?
it's you wake up from a long night.
Okay.
And you check out of the hotel.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
Late nights, early mornings.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's like the checkout time is 10, right? And depending on where you have to be, you might ask for a later checkout time, whatever.
True.
You check out, and then you like scrambling to put stuff in bags, and because it was a late night, and then you usually go run somewhere to get something to eat,
right?
And kind of get, depending on where the next show is, you hit the road.
Right.
And just drive. It might be a 5-hour drive. It might be a 10-hour drive, depending on where you're going.
Right.
And then you get to that place. What I like to do when I went on tour, the couple times I went on tour, I always try to hit the sneaker spots in the burn rubbers of whatever area.
Right.
That's what I try to do personally.
Okay.
If I get the chance, I hit. When I was in Europe and Germany, I hit up. In Barcelona, 24 Kalades.
Yep.
I hit up a couple spots I had never heard of, but you just ask a couple people,
and they'll tell you,
or just get on the internets,
and
make one tweet, and they'll tell you like, where you at? You in Germany?
Bam.
Go on. Where you right here? It's right around the corner. You can walk. Like whoa. And that's what I try to do. I hit those spots, and then if I know somebody that lives in that area, I try to link with them. And then usually like 5 o'clock is sound check, and then you might dip out and try to get something to eat, or you stay there because the show starts at 8. You know what I'm saying? Stay at the venue, and then from that point it's show. Sit there, wait for the main artist to perform, and just try to sell some merch to make a couple $.
Absolutely.
And then what happens after that is what happens after that. Whatever you can get into, really.
Stuff we don't talk about after
that.
What's
start the same thing over again.
What's the food menu look like, man? Like, are you like MJ? You know how MJ had to have like steak and potatoes like these 2 hours before game time? Are you worried about like having Mexican in like a different state and like the chimichangas gave you the fucking BGs and then like, damn, I'm about to spit.
They say don't drink the water. So
they did.
It depends on where you are.
They got donkey shows in
right.
Mexico too, don't they?
They do.
Internets, we'll get into that later.
With me, I just I like good food, man, and I hate eating food that I can get at home.
Word.
So I'm not going.
So you like to try a lot of
I'm not going to McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll go to McDowell's.
McDowell's.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll go. I'll go to Nikki D's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to, man. Do not take me to no. Do not take me to no KFC.
Got the Big Mac.
I'm not eating KFC. I'll starve before I eat some Kentucky Fried Chicken in Europe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, anywhere really. You know what I'm saying?
Even worse, right?
I'm trying to feel what the locals feel in that area. You know what I'm saying?
I do the same.
That's what I'm saying, man. Don't you got to be cautious, man?
Exact.
Like, yo,
my stomach is. I have a tank.
You got the iron.
I have an iron tank, bro.
Okay.
I'm good. Like, yeah.
I just
don't eat pork. Like I tell Mark, like, yo, like we go eat wherever you want. I just don't eat pork. But and I'm not that guy. Like I'll go to wherever and I'll find something. I'll find something. To eat.
I'm the same way. Same exact way. Everything he said, minus. Like he tries to find like the burn rubbers, certain places. I try to find record stores. That's it. It's just the same.
And see,
exact
if
thing.
you find them, like, are you grabbing? Like, are you actually picking up old records?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, old
I'll pick up old records, and sometimes I'll buy the local records where I'm at. Like, if I hear it, like sometimes they'll play them in the record store, and I'll pick up the local
records.
It's
not many nowadays, right? That's
the thing. Record stores, especially on the West Coast, popping up now.
Okay, West Coast is popping. Okay,
they popping up a lot now because people are like.
Getting back to that.
Getting back to a lot. Heavy.
Yeah. Which I was just about to ask. Like, okay, you out in your tour. I know Rose said he's looking for the burn rub. You're looking for the record store. Mm-hmm. Where have you found that record store? You're like, oh, damn. You know, the hidden gems. Where they at? It's like a fisherman, I'm guessing. Don't give away too much.
They're not really. Right. Like, the thing is, like, when you.
Down yonder.
West. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, when you've been digging records for a long time, like, it's not really hidden gems. Like me, I tell people where they're at. You know what I'm saying now? Because it used to be a time where you didn't tell them because that was the hidden gems. But like now, when cats, there was a point where cats weren't buying too much vinyl. Mm-hmm. Like I started telling people where the joints was at so they could go and support their stores. And now they're there. It's like I don't care. Like I'll tell people, you know, whatever spots I go to.
And the
I'll
dope
take a picture of it and put it on Instagram.
The dope thing when you're confident in what you do, you know what I'm saying? Are you confident in your own talent and your God-given talent? You can pick the same record as he picked. Yeah. And you're not gonna.
It don't matter.
You're not gonna do the same thing he do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like go ahead, come. I'll take the record and give it to you tomorrow.
Yeah, plus when I take the picture, I'm already there. I already got what I need. You know what I'm saying? You can go there
now. Tag say first under the photo. Like,
right. You know, I take the picture afterwards. I never take it first and go in there.
Hey, shout out to Most, man. Most does the same thing.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's
Most
how you
already
do
hit
it.
the rib spot. He's at the crib already.
Checking in. Now it's interesting you brought that up. That point where I got it first. Whatever.
Yeah.
Now I read an interview, which it wasn't an interview. It was an article about you, rather.
Yep. Okay.
And in the article, you described your own sound as Michigan raw boom bap, electro future wave soul.
Gangsters.
Yep.
Super gangster.
All those things.
Please explain what that is.
That's the explanation right there.
That's it. I mean, can you elaborate? Who sounds like? What's the closest thing Joe Blow can hear?
Did you say the sound effects right? Is it like a boom bap? You know, like
I don't do sound
effects,
bro.
I'm just making sure, fam. I mean, maybe he was like, yo, you didn't put enough emphasis on that bap, my
the boom and the bap.
Man.
Boom and the bip.
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it,
huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I listened to it were you a Dilla fan? Let me ask you that.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, because I heard that little bit of influence in there.
Absolutely.
Plus, I heard a lot of new wave stuff that was really fucking dope, to be honest with you.
Thank you, man.
So props on that, first of all.
Hey, guess who's not a Dilla fan in the studio?
No, I know who he is. I ain't going to mention no names.
That's okay. I will. Juan Neal isn't.
Not a Dilla fan?
He doesn't like Dilla.
Bro, I never listened to him.
He said he never listened to him.
I mean, I respect that.
Get that? It'd be different if you knew everything.
Listen, I never listened to him. I'm not a bandwagon person.
Say it, Juan. Tell him, Juan.
I appreciate
Spit,
that.
But if I never listen to Spit, I'm not about to is Spit. Like, you know what I'm saying, broke his leg and he could never perform again or something. I'm not going to be like,
he was the greatest. Yeah. I respect that.
I respect that.
And to the guy that messaged Tico and was like, he don't like Dylan, you didn't either, bro. You didn't either, bro. You didn't. You liked ODB. That's what you like,
Big
bro.
Baby Jesus.
Yeah, you probably didn't like ODB till he passed away, bro. That's all I'm saying, dog. Like, if you like somebody, you like him, dog. You know what I'm saying? I never listened to him.
Yeah.
So I'm not about to front like I know any of his tracks. I'm not about to go
It's
on
all
his
good.
Wikipedia
But
page.
listen.
It's all good.
I know you.
It's all good.
I know you. Okay, I know you. And because you're gonna one day you're gonna hear it and you're gonna be like, man, what was I missing out on all those years?
Yeah, exactly.
But you know the crazy thing is, I might have actually heard them and don't know it.
Don't even know it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. You're a rapper.
Yeah.
I'm not. You read the inside of covers when you was a young boy.
I definitely did.
I didn't, bro.
Yeah.
I would tear them boys off and just put the cover back inside because I thought it was too thick. I couldn't fit the cover.
Pause.
So what you call it back
pause,
here? It's not a
pause
pause.
on being too big. It's
not a
definitely a
pause.
pause. That's
Yeah,
pause worthy.
It's only a pause of immature mind.
It's pause worthy. And
that's what I would do.
Just in case you never noticed, we're recording in Juan Neal's studio here at Loose Cannon Lifestyle Studios in Ferndale.
I love Dilla. I listen to him all the time.
Hey, there's our drop, Teek.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wow. Yeah, so KT, man, to Sherm's point, man, like how big of an influence was Dilla, man? You know what I'm saying? In your music, you know what I mean?
Well, I know he's a small part of it. Or he's
no. He's a huge part.
Okay.
I'll tell you exactly why. Like prior to him, like DJ Premier was like my man. Like
guy, Primo.
He's the guy who taught me how to chop records up. Like in the 90s when I started making beats, I was listening to Premier. I was listening to Premier, Pete Rock, and Organized Noise. Those are my top three. Ooh. Everybody else was like dope stuff, but those were my top three. When I first heard Dilla records, I didn't know it was him at first. I didn't know. I would read the back, and I knew JD's, but I didn't know he was from Detroit. I never knew his face because he didn't have his face nowhere. Like you couldn't put a name in the face. I just knew a name. I didn't know he was from Detroit.
Right.
So when I found out, this was like, I don't know, maybe like 98. I heard some slum stuff, and then I found out, oh, that's the same dude that did this.
Yeah.
Then that kind of changed. Like, I think he inspired me more because I was already making beats by then, but he inspired me more like knowing somebody from Michigan, you know, even from the east side of Detroit was making a name for themselves in the industry with their own sound.
Worldwide.
And that itself was like, yo, like I can get in my car right now and drive to this dude. Like this is crazy that, you know, it's a guy from Michigan doing it. So that inspired me more than his sound. But then the more I started listening to his sound, it just became a part of my blood. You know what I'm saying?
I dig that. Yeah. I mean,
I felt like it was something unique that came from Detroit. You know, Michigan. It didn't sound like anywhere else. And I wanted to be a part of that. So I wanted to be a part of that. So
you would feel like you're definitely a part of the Dilla legacy that's floating around because it's a lot. It's either you're the super hood producer that only uses fucking
it was two sides.
Christmas bells in all his rap songs. There's a ding in the bell.
You're right.
But the other half, it's a lot of Dilla influence, and they all dope.
You're right.
You know, the Black Milks.
You're right.
KTs, everybody. Deep Fresh Music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got an influence. So you know, I'm just happy for you guys, man. Y'all out here doing it,
man.
Yeah,
thank you, man.
So that leads to like how do you feel about, you know, giving your music away like for free? You know what I mean? How do you feel about putting it on the internets and, you know, putting it out there and it's free music, man, for your ear holes, you know?
Well, you know, I got a SoundCloud and all that, you know what I'm saying? I put joints on there all the time, you know, like I feel like you know, making music is, if it's a part of you, you just share it. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Sure. You don't have to put a price tag on everything you do. You know what I'm saying? You just share it. I'm gonna be making music all day. It's not like I gotta hold on to this because whatever. You just kind of share. But like some things like me and Rose project, of course, you know, like when you're working on something, you know, you put a lot of time into it, a lot of like, you know, resources and everything. Of course, you know, you want to sell it, you know what I'm saying? But
got somebody got to pay.
But if every day I'm making a beat and it's something I just want to share, I'll just share it. You know what I'm saying?
Is that the producer's mindset? Like you rather be heard than get paid? You know what I mean? Like you know, some ideas in your head.
I can't speak for generally for everybody because it's cats out. You know, most cats is gonna be like, I want to get paid. You know,
right.
Me, I mean, I've been doing it long enough, but I realized most of the things that I've just shared ended up turning into something later. Like it would come back to me later some way. You know, like I put a beat out and then next thing you know, so and so heard it, and then I got some work to go in the studio work on something else. Right. Had I not shared it, that wouldn't have happened. You know.
Right.
It's certain things you just gotta put it out there. You know what I'm saying, and just hope it come back. Yeah,
that's real.
But at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You put some stuff out there, cats take your stuff, rap all over it, put it on the mixtapes, and you know. And I address that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Send that
I don't like that
letter.
Yeah, I don't like. I won't send no cease and desist. It's like
I'm gonna pull up on you.
Yeah,
put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on my name.
Allegedly.
The worst thing is when they do it. And it's so catch-22. I'm calling everybody out on this.
Yeah.
Because when they do it, they usually end up promoting it. So of course you're gonna see who it is, what they doing, where they at. Right. You can show up anytime. You know, so it's real stupid.
Back in the club, like,
it's like you might as well talk to me about it.
Right.
You gonna put it out, but
you was on my SoundCloud.
I know exactly.
I know you was.
So yeah, that's the bad side of it. But
now are you more adept at being a rapper or producer? Because I heard you have some bars on your
producer now.
I heard Jerry Curls on one of them tracks.
Jerry Curls.
This dude Mark been trying to get me to rap, you know, recently. I still rap though. I did not quit rapping. Yeah. I just only rap when I feel like I need to. I don't rap just to be rapping. I can freestyle. I freestyle all the time. You know what I'm saying, to keep the.
I like old boy that was in here earlier.
Keep it sharp.
Shit was ass. Yo, real talk. You were nameless. You know who you are. Yeah, shit was garbage. I'm like, wait, I was outside. I'm like, fuck is that?
Just fuck my question up,
Engineer B, don't fucking put that on wax with Blue Tiger's Fit. Nothing. That is not going to be a representation of what we're about. We're about real hip hop, not that fucking whatever that was. Yeah, coming from the D. You know what I'm saying? On my hat, whatever that shit was.
Coming from the D off my hat.
Pause.
But yeah.
No. What do you say?
Royce posted something on his Instagram today. It was Tim Westwood freestyle.
Yeah.
Hilarious. It was just how. I don't even know the dude's name, but it was terrible. It was like Tim Westwood freestyle. He was like, "You remember back in the day when Westwood freestyles like really meant something?"
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
I was clowning them.
Now it's just ass rap. Yeah.
Designer had a bad Tim Westwood freestyle, like not good at all.
Well, that makes me wonder, how do y'all feel about the current state of hip hop? When you hear dudes like Designer who sound like a fake Future, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do y'all feel about it? Is y'all get paid professionals out here on the mic, spitting bars, getting money for it? Like, when you hear stuff like that, are you know, as an artist, how does it make you feel? You know what I mean?
I try to not get caught up in it, man. Like, I try to find the best in a lot of, like, if you break down Panda, like, dude is spitting, man.
Oh, he's spitting.
Like, he's spitting.
Did you post? Did you post the joint where he was like doing the acapella?
Yeah.
I think.
Like, I'm like, dog, he's spitting.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't even really talking. But a lot of dope rappers don't really talk about nothing.
Yeah, but they can spit.
But he,
though, right?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I just like, man, I try to take, like, do you, man.
Yeah.
And if it inspires you to do that, and it's dope, man. Like, it's something about it. It was a #1 song.
Absolutely.
In the world.
Right.
And, like, Future never even did that. So regardless if you sound like him or not, man.
They got a filter on you know, Snapchat about it. You know, it's become a panda, so it's just what it is. Yeah, internet's up. The update, internet's unfortunately, and this will be old.
Game
Warriors,
yo.
Warriors.
110.77. They blew them out, yo.
Internet's, if you bet it on, if you
That's
bet on
terrible,
Cleveland,
man.
get your money back.
That's terrible.
Internet's. It's okay because it's going back to Cleveland. It's going back to Ohio.
They better not get blew out in
They
Cleveland.
can't get blown out of Cleveland. It's too old. It's to be
I don't want to
expected.
see no sweep. I don't want to see no
cannot
sweep.
see a sweep.
No,
As a fan of basketball, I don't want to see no
I can't see a
Definitely
sweep.
not a sweep.
I don't think we're gonna see a sweep.
I hope not.
5 games is what I predicted on
in real
Twitter
life?
officially.
I say
Kevin
6,
Love got a
4-2.
concussion since
Warriors.
Wanya.
Or he fell on his head or something? Or he got hit?
Oh no.
Oh, my
man.
God. Here we go.
Yeah,
man.
he's just soft.
He'll be
in
all right.
general.
He'll be all
Pause
right.
on that.
It's
But, you know, it is what it is. All right, you know, so obviously the tour is on command. All right, so after you guys get off tour, you know what I'm saying? What's next? KT and Ro gonna do your own thing, or you know what I mean? Like,
when we get off tour, we'll still be mixing the album. Like, we're pretty much done.
Rose
with the
Gold album is coming out.
Rose Gold album.
Okay,
We're gonna mix
okay.
it. So as soon as that get done, man, it's ready to go.
Yeah, we like 12, 13 songs in.
Yeah.
Nice.
And when I go back out to LA, and it's crazy, man, because it's something about this dude. Like, he got a crib in Pasadena, and it's this back room that's a bedroom technically.
Put my crib all out.
Oh, my bad. No, he lives Pasadena, Florida. Pasadena.
He's out in Calabasas with Drake.
Yeah,
Okay,
Pasadena.
He's next
Yeah.
to Drake.
All out.
But it's like he got this room that he put. It's technically a bedroom, but he, you know, it's all his equipment. It's basically like the studio.
Yeah, bro.
And it's like, oh my.
That's what it is, bro.
Yeah. He got the crates like Hustle and Flow. He got the McDonald's cups and shit.
What else, bro? What else is there, bro? What color is the room, bro?
You almost just drop the address.
What time typically does he record, bro?
But what I was trying to say is, man, it's like, right? No, I'm not gonna do that.
Google Maps, internets, but you too can live stream KT while he was recording.
Like it's like the inspiration from being like just how the lights are in the room, man, and just everything,
the vibe,
just the whole vibe of that room. It's just something about it, man. Like I get out. I've never been an artist that like let's go to the studio and right there. I usually give me the beat. I'll go in my own place and I'll write it like when I'm driving or whatever, and I go out to his spot with nothing prepared, zero. Like I don't know what, and I hate that because I'm like, what if I don't produce?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I never like that, but out there it's like, yo, get out there. We have a real life conversation.
Yeah.
We could be talking about, his nephew. That whatever, and I'll be like, yeah, man, my daughter is blah blah blah, and she did this, and then Mark will say something about like whatever, and then next thing you know, we sitting there, and me and Mark still talking, and you just hear,
yeah, and that's typically how the magic starts, right?
Yeah, and then he'll start making a beat, and then me and Mark will I'll just stop talking, then just go over here and just kind of be sitting here, and then in like 30 minutes, I have a verse like, oh, listen to this.
Yeah.
And then, Mark would be like, no, you got to. And I'm like, bro, fuck you. This is the best voice you ever heard in your life, man. And then,
tell me that. Start stomping your foot. Don't tell me.
And then I'll go back.
Yeah.
And rewrite parts. And I've never done that before. I've never rewritten anything. And I'll go back and read. He's like, man, the flow ain't it's not continuous.
Yeah.
Or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like it just don't sound kind of choppy, man.
Yep.
And then I'll go back and make it smooth.
Yep.
And then they be like, that was it.
Yep.
That was it. And then I'll lay it right there on the spot. And then it's like we do that. I had 2 verses, and then KT would do some little something, some KT shit.
Just sprinkle some KT.
Sprinkle some KT on it. And then we'll listen to it a couple times, and then have another conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About something completely different, about the Cavs and the Warriors.
Right.
And then something will come out of that, and then you just hear them have a little Captain Morgan's.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Little BTF juice, man.
That's how it's happening.
Little BTF juice, man.
Yeah.
Captain doesn't endorse us just yet, so we'll
yeah.
So BTF juice is what you're drinking. You know what I'm saying?
So, and that's how it happened, man. And it's like it feels dope, man. That it's new and it's always new and it's always fresh.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff I would record, and I have a song, and then it's like it don't come out for 2 years.
Sure.
And it's new to you,
right?
But to me, I'm like, man,
well,
I always give you the exclusive.
I'll have it. Internet's, that's one thing about Ro.
Yeah.
No matter where I'm at.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. No matter where I'm at. I was in Atlanta, and Ro just gave me a bunch of random shit. I'm like, yes, absolutely, load it up.
Yeah.
I need to know what's going on. And like a year later, you're right. I hear it. I'm like, yo,
but this is gonna be like
beat, and this was this, and that was that.
Like the first time we got in the studio for this was January.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like literally. Nothing was planned. Wow. Nothing was planned. I was out and I went out to LA for Agenda or Long Beach, LA
Long
for
Beach,
Agenda.
Yep.
And then I was like, yo, after the show where we go to a MGK and DMX show,
right?
That's always gonna be 300 dudes there. I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna come out to your spot. I'm gonna come out to the studio and we gonna work. And then I stay like 4 or 5 days later after the trade show.
Four,
we knocked some joints out.
That's crazy.
And
none of this was planned.
None of it was planned.
Man.
That's why I was like, yo, come back out. He came back out.
That's how we know it's gonna be special.
Yeah.
What's that word they use? Synergy.
Synergy.
Yeah. You guys obviously have it. You know what I'm saying?
And the chemistry I was telling you about.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you got that, man, I learned when you have that with someone.
That's rare.
But like, pimp that, like milk it.
Sure.
And bottle it up and just go, because a year later you may have zero chemistry with that same person.
Right.
And this goes for all relationships, not just music. You can have a girlfriend or a wife.
Sure.
And you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Get the best out of it, man, and go and milk it and get the most out of it you can.
Yeah.
Because you never know how long that's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I think it's dope because it's a natural thing that, like, before any of this, we're friends, man.
Before
anything.
anything.
for anything with friends. So.
Yo, and that's crazy. So you mentioned earlier, you know, how like the role reversal, you know, pause about how like you know, DJ to rapper, rapper to DJ kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we're talking now, you know, who's the better DJ now? We're talking present.
I'm gonna give it to KT, man.
Seriously? Yeah. All these years you've been DJing.
I'm a really good DJ, bro. I'm a really good DJ, but it's nothing. I've been to. I went to at the Paramita.
Oh, Paramita Sound. Yeah.
Paramita Sound. It's nothing like playing.
That's different, man.
Your own music. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I have music, but me playing Spit playing his own music, right? Like, bro, come on, man. like, you know,
first champagne and cummerbunds, bro.
Yeah, like, okay, we get it. You rap too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Royce is on this track, bro. Let's go again. Denine singing, we got it.
It's a little different, man. But I went to he had a joint at Paris. It's like the first time you performed technically in Detroit in years.
Yeah,
and
3 years.
I went through and he did this DJ set, and it was just like, man, like this dude is incredible, and it's his own beats that he's playing. But the crowd,
that's what makes it even better.
The crowd is like. Okay, it's one thing that like, okay, I've listened, I heard this Drake song 70 million times, and it makes me dance. But these people are hearing some of these songs for the first time.
Yeah.
Maybe you might be aware of it, or you be like, it's a couple joints. I'm like, man, I've heard this before because I know them. I can't even remember who was rapping on it. But the beats is crazy, dog, and people are dancing and just having a jolly old good time.
And that's got to make you feel good too, right? Doing these
that's
sets,
why I do what I do. Yeah,
like that energy that you got to get back from the response from the crowd. Like that's just got to just hype your shit up even more.
Yeah,
and maybe you were gonna stop. Maybe you were like 2 more minutes in because you know whatever, and then you just like fuck it, 5 more minutes, we going.
That's the cool part. It's like when you play something, I'll play something, and like sometimes I won't know what the reaction is gonna be, and then when cats start dancing, I'll be like, oh, let me play some more. So I'm trying to figure out what's the right thing to play, and I might play some new stuff I never played before, and then play. And now I know like what works and what doesn't actually works.
It's gotta be.
I'll answer the impartial.
Yeah.
As the impartial third party in this whole thing, and Ro, I love you.
Oh boy, that's how it starts off. Right. But Ro, I love you.
There's no question KT would take this. If you've actually ever get the opportunity to see KT perform as 14 KT, like in like one of these DJ type sets, he's the standout of that like night. The way I've seen him do beat nights where it's like in LA, where it's like what's the thing in Little Tokyo that you did? Boombox, for example.
Yeah.
And there'll be, and no disrespect to any of the other people, some of them with names, so to speak.
Yeah.
KT will shut the
entire spot down. Like, what the fuck was he thinking when he did it?
A lot of these cats when they're performing, when they're DJing or whatever, they're just staring at their laptop,
right?
As if. So it's just awkward. It's like a bunch of the audience is looking at you. You're looking at your computer, and then you just hit and play. KT is a full-on performer when he's doing this. So it's a completely different type of audience experience when KT's doing it versus anybody else.
I think that was a joint we looked at on YouTube.
Yeah,
we checked that out on YouTube.
Right,
the Boombox joint. Like they've YouTubed that before.
Yeah.
I checked that out.
The other thing is, in terms of Rose Gold, one of the dopest dynamics actually of it is KT's actually. On the album, you'll hear like him kind of doing more like vocal things, like singing on a couple of songs too.
Crazy,
right?
He will not even really talk. Yeah, he'll say that now.
Like, he'll say like he can't sing, but it sounds incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah, it sounds incredible.
And obviously,
and I sound like a cat being strangled when I try to sing.
That's just. We tried it once.
It was like, we're gonna cut this off.
No, right. Let's
go.
Cut it, man. At the end of the day,
Spit lost tapes.
It's one thing, like completely lost. It's one thing to know that wherever you go, you can play this Drake song, and then you could play Drake back to back, and then Meek Mill Dreams and Nightmares intro, and then Future fuck up some commas, and the crowd is gonna go crazy. It's but to say like, yo, I'm gonna play this beat that I just made last night, and see those same people go absolutely bonkers.
Wow,
to it is crazy.
Which gets me to asking Mark, since you seem to be the expert on all things here.
Yeah. And can I tell you something about Mark real quick?
Go for it.
We've talked and kind of put out there for years upon years. Like we've been working together since 98, 99. Like when I first started rapping.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to me it was a bucket list thing. Like, yo, okay, every year or something, I'm like, man, this rap shit is some bullshit, man. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do, before I stop, I'm going to do an album with KT, even if he doesn't.
That's
know.
a bucket list item.
Yeah, even if he might not even know, but it's gonna be like, yo, damn, this dude done got 8, 9, 10 beats from me.
Yeah.
And then it's like going roast and KZ. Like he don't even know.
Yeah.
And then it was like Mark, it was the one that was like, all right, listen. He looked at his schedule, looked at my schedule, like, yo, you're gonna be in LA in January. Yo, see if you can stay a couple days. Like, I know you got a wife and kids, man, and your wife is blah blah blah, but just ask her.
Yeah.
And then it was like, yo, oh damn, you cool with it?
Yeah. Shout out to the wife.
Bro, she sacrificed.
That's right.
Yeah, she made a lot happen.
Shout out to Mrs.
Because she can, a lot of women can easily are like, no, fuck KT. Who the fuck is KT? Fuck KT. Fuck Mark. Fuck LA. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, yo, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
To cut the check before you left.
So much for work,
And then I travel a lot, just period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then, but I try to do my part, and I had her. She came out a couple times.
Gotta do it.
I brought her to LA. She had never been to LA, so she loved it.
Go to the zoo, honey. Here's some cash.
Yeah. Fell asleep on the couch his couch every night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's
like
love.
Mark. When I say like Mark is the reason, like he just as much as us making the music of it.
Sure.
Even that, man, like it's been in times where like, man, we sitting there like, yo, he just. And then he'll be like, hey, man, listen, y'all heard this song the other day, and he'll pull it up on YouTube, like, yeah, we get the vibe into it, and then like Mark used to rap too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He made music, so he, it's like it's cadences. He'd be like, bro, I hear you rapping on it like this.
Yeah.
Like I kind of know your flow, man, and I can see this, and then it's just like. Damn, yeah. Or I get to a point I'm stuck, like, man, what the fuck am I rapping
And he
about?
throws it to you, which is
And he
completely
just throw that lob
completely
up.
okay. Throw the lob.
Some stuff on there like.
Yeah, hooks and all types of
Very
stuff.
little.
Yeah.
Super humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Super
why
humble.
that's why it's 3 chairs up here. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
For sure.
Internet's, man.
But yeah, man. We just kicking here with Mark Rowe and 14 KT.
14K. KT, that's right. Get his shit right. You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
Yo, Internet. This is the Blue Tigers Fitted Show. We're gonna take a quick break. Yo, y'all sticking around for topics, right? Get just a little bit of debauchery, right? Afterwards, all right. It's Internet's Rowe, KT's Mark. We'll be right back after commercial break, so stay tuned.
Greetings, everyone, from Regular Ass Time. Wanted to take the time to drop my 2 cents in your knowledge cup and hope you spend it well. With so many stressful things getting the best of you, having to deal with the problems of everyday life thrown at you non-stop because you decided to be a responsible adult, make sure you take quality time for yourself. Make yourself a priority just like you do all of those bills and your job and your family. One way I highly recommend is getting the hell out of Dodge every once in a while, you know what I mean? Just take a trip to get away from it all. Whether it's just getting a hotel downtown or catching a flight somewhere, as long as you don't call it home. Just taking that personal time and disconnecting from your stressful or routine world and connecting with the world you're not used to and haven't seen yet can vastly allow you to recalibrate the balance in your life. Unplug yourself from everything except for what's right in front of you. Enjoy the moment. Capture the moment with your own eyes and keep it personal for yourself so you create memories that last a lifetime. Leave the phones alone and ditch the social networks for the time you're gone. Live in the moment and the space you're in, not on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. Leave the stresses of the world behind and live in a moment that could possibly create everlasting memories for you. All the other stuff will still be there when you get back. Make yourself a priority, people. See the world. You'll be surprised what all it has to offer in a short amount of dedicated time.
It's your boy Rick Williams of Burn Rubber in the Distinct Life. When I'm not taking pictures, designing sneakers, or running Burn Rubber, I'm at the crib listening to the Blue Tigers Fitted.
Blue Tigers Fitted, BlueTigersFitted.com. We're back. Roast Fit already. KT, Mark, we in the studio. Broadcasting Loose Cannon Lifestyle, episode 46. We had a great first half. We're about to get into some debauchery, some fuckery right now. Yo, man, shout out and rest in peace. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Muhammad Ali, man, passed this past weekend. The greatest of all time. Yep. The GOAT. Yep.
Yeah, he talked about it. He talked about it, and he was it. Like, a lot of people don't even put that in perspective. You can go out and talk shit. There's another thing entirely to go out and do it.
To back it up.
Yeah. So
times 10. Like the photos and the pictures like that went up. Like I know when I got the alert, it was crazy because it was like middle of the night, and I'm like, damn. Like as soon as I started seeing alerts and posts go up, you always kind of got to check like if it's fake. If it's real. If it's real. And then when posts start going up, you like, yo, damn, Ali passed away. Like my God, man. So I know Sherm, man, you had a couple quotes, man. I know USA Today posted some dope ass quotes by Ali, man. You say a couple of them. Shit's out.
Nah, I ain't gonna say it like him. I can't even do him justice, man. But
some more juice, man. You might be.
Yeah, you're right. More BTF juice. Anything could happen. But one of my favorite quotes, man. It's in the USA Today sports column, number 8 out of the top 30 Ali quotes. Number 8. If you even dream of beating me, you better wake up and apologize.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
If you even dream of me.
If you even dream of beating me. This is the GOAT right talking about.
The GOAT.
Bragging is when a person says something and can't do it. I do what I say.
Flat out. I'll beat your ass.
Flat out. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you another one.
Ali.
One of my favorite ones. I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm pretty, I'm fast. You can't possibly beat me. Like, you know what I mean? Like
because that's what it takes to be the best, bro.
To be the best.
To be the best.
Now, Ro, I know you was doing the boxing tip for a while. Is that something you identify with as far as
Ro,
when you got to hop in the square circle?
I think Ro just threw like the oil on, man. Just like got out there, pause, but like he threw the oil on and got out there, man.
No,
he trained for a little bit though.
No, I'm still at it.
Still at it.
Yeah, I secretly like for real. What I wish, I wish I could have been a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like my ultimate dream as a kid, but my mom wouldn't let me be a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up.
Yeah.
But and it's crazy. It sounds so crazy. But the two people that made me want to be a boxer was Muhammad Ali and my best friend at the time, Chuck. His name was Chuck. From South Side of Park.
Regular nigga from Chuck.
Shout out to
Chuck.
Chuck.
Shout out to Chuck, nigga. Muhammad Ali and then Chuck.
If you go back, to
shout out to Chuck.
So when I did Renaissance State of Mind,
yes sir.
Yeah.
When I say me and Chuck on Luther Street, that's the Chuck I'm talking about.
Okay.
He boxed, and like when I first started boxing, he's left-handed, so he's a southpaw.
Right.
So when he taught me southpaw. So naturally, I'm a southpaw fighter. So when I got into it, and it's one of those things that like as a getting into business and entrepreneurship, it was like one of those things where like I'm telling people when I go talk to kids and whatever, I tell them like, man, you can do whatever you want, whatever your mind thinks, you can really do it. And I was like, man, I'm telling these people this, and I'm like, yo, I wanted to be a boxer, and I never like pursued it. So why can't I do it now? You know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm not trying to be the next heavyweight champion or the next welterweight champion or whatever of the world. But like, I'm going to do this shit the way I can do it, and I'm gonna do a celebrity boxing match, flat out. So, but I'm like, man, I'm not going to half-ass it. And one thing is crazy. There's a lot of things about boxing. It's not too many sports. It's like boxing, it's track and field. It's a couple sports that it's like it's you.
Right.
You it's nobody else to depend on.
Just you.
You can't look to the left and throw that no look pass to the right. You know what I'm saying?
Take a breather.
It's you. And it's like, yo, if you can't do it, you got it. You on the next one. You in there? You in there?
You're still in my fight.
Yeah, you need your fight.
Juan Neal, you just need the Corona fight. You need the Corona battle.
And it's like, it was.
No, I'm good. You and Rose spit it out.
It was like Muhammad Ali is one of those guys that, man, it's like one thing I will say, I like personally, and I'm not Larry Merchant. I'm not the greatest boxing mind.
Right.
I personally think that the technicalities of boxing, nobody can touch Floyd Mayweather.
For sure.
The object of the game is
to not get hit.
To hit and not get hit.
To not get
and
hit.
nobody not get hit better than him.
Than Money May.
Second, listen. Let me just talk. I'm just talking. Let me talk. Second, number 2, a close number 2 is Ali. Okay. Number 2 is Ali. Ali would duck and not get hit, but the technicalities that I know of boxing, I feel that Floyd Mayweather is technically a better boxer than Muhammad Ali was. Okay. Now, hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Keep it.
But when it comes to everything else, you know, like socially, you know, just standing up for what I believe in as a human being. Yeah. It's Muhammad Ali
all day.
And one thing I will say, like, about, it's a lot of people say a lot of things about Michael Jordan, say a lot of things about, you know, Floyd Mayweather, and a lot of these people that are in position to change a lot of people's minds, or like, you know, like stand for something. Like, you don't stand for shit.
Right.
Like nothing. Like it's nothing. Like I can say, like, yeah, man. Like even LeBron is like, yo, I'm about to wear shorter shorts because kids don't need to be wearing these big baggy ass shorts, and it's like it's a, you know, it's a pride thing, and it's like, you know, look nice or whatever. Even if that's not it, he's standing for something and putting that out there.
Right.
Trayvon Martin, we gon' man, my whole team, regardless of what the fuck is going on, I don't care what they say, we're gonna wear hoods and we're gonna stand up for Trayvon Martin.
Right.
Period.
Right.
You can't say that about Floyd Mayweather.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now,
niggas talking about his Bugatti and 3 bitches.
Yeah.
You know,
and one thing I can say about what I respect about Ali, and I didn't notice this or see this until he passed, and I started, you know, you see all these videos of, you know, that you never seen before, or these things on Sports Center and all these different places, and it's like, one thing about Muhammad Ali is he said that, you know, I have these nice things because it makes people pay attention to me. You know what I'm saying? But I can go to these places, notice me, and I can tell you what you need to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing about Muhammad Ali, whatever point he was at, regardless if he was the biggest heavyweight fighter at the time and he made the most money, you know, basically what Floyd Mayweather is doing now, but it's not as much money, but technically at the time it was like he had the biggest fights of that time.
True.
Right.
He could still go to the projects.
Absolutely.
Of any city in America, in the world, really.
Yeah.
Go to and walk in the projects with no bodyguard, no nothing, and say what I got, and connect with people.
Still.
And that's what makes him the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. And it's not too many people that can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Meet the president. And turn around.
Exactly.
And do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And like, and that's one thing. Like I say, I totally respect. And like, and just what he said about going to war. Like, it's not. I'm not running. I'm not dodging the draft.
Right.
I'm not going over there. I'm not going 10,000 miles to kill more brown people and poor people. Like, why? What sense does that make?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not doing it. And he stood on that at the prime of his career when he could have said, like, okay. Well, like, okay, yeah, I'm at the prime of my career and I'm undefeated. And I can go on and do this and become this person. And it's like, nah, man, I'm gonna take a stand. And regardless of, because, you know, sports, people always say, like, the people that really know what sports mean to people, they'll say, like, yeah, sports is the connector to real life.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, at the end of the day, yeah, I might lay this basketball in the rim better than anybody on the planet.
Right.
Or I might throw this punch better than anybody on the planet. But when it comes to real life and real people, what are you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about.
I mean, the man served 4 years in jail to go to jail for what he believed in. So
at the prime of his career.
At the prime of his career. Right. So that right there, you get the utmost respect from me. It's not like a New Jack MC, a New Jack athlete where, you know, it's all talk, no action.
Floyd Mayweather do that?
Nope.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Not at all.
He's gonna pay.
Definitely not.
Pay that money.
All the money to not do it.
I mean, I don't even think it's a Floyd thing. I don't think anybody would do it. A Conor McGregor, anybody. Ain't nobody going to jail, flat out. And I'll give Ali the utmost respect for that. And that's why with no problems. I have no problems calling.
It's funny. It's funny because like fast forward. Shout out to Mike Epps. Remember Mike Epps' joke that he made was like, "Damn, y'all see Ali on the motherfucking Olympics?
Yeah.
Who gave Ali that fucking torch? It was like a shake of that bitch. It's terrible, man. But we
That's
laugh at that
that's
shit,
all
but
bad, man.
it's all
Even
bad.
that, man, you look at that and you see like what he did. Yeah, he did not drop through all that.
He
Through
still
all
ran
that,
with
he
that.
showed.
You might have
he
light your ass
showed
on
what
fire,
he
but
is.
he didn't
You know
drop
what I'm
it.
saying? Like he
dropped the
stood,
torch.
he stood strong in his condition.
Shout
he
out
stood strong.
Shout out to Parkinson's.
Shout out to Parkinson's.
Shout out to Parkinson's.
Never heard.
What?
Parkinson's shout out,
bro. Like,
Yeah.
live.
come on.
Yeah. Internet.
All the shout outs to
Internets. That is BTF Creed. She's
But
on the juice. And yeah.
The Blue Tigers Fitted does not endorse anything about shout outs to
You could have said like
Parkinson's
shout out
at
to the Air Mags or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
Anything.
through, through that,
all. Shout out to how about shout out to cancer,
to cure,
shout out to
to
HIV.
like no, you don't
no.
shout
You
out.
don't shout out
Let's run through the list. Let's run through the list here.
Shout out to Parkinson's.
We're gonna let her
Cure.
slide on that one.
Shout out to the Parkinson's cure. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what you're supposed to shout out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got a question actually for all of you guys.
Okay.
Not to take you.
No, you
dig
good. You
into-
good. You good, fam.
But I saw someone say this today, and I thought it was actually a really interesting point. And I think maybe you guys can kind of speak on this.
Yeah.
So imagine Muhammad Ali, at 30 years old, 33 years old today. That Ali, that outspoken Ali, talking about whatever social injustices that are going on now,
Right.
in the country and the world.
Yep.
How do you think he would be received? Because I feel like it would be very different than the way Ali was received.
He's backing it up, isn't he?
What do you mean?
Is he? I mean, but he's backing up his word.
Ali. He's
It's Ali. It's the exact same
He's
person,
not-
but the way that people are responding to him, the outcry, I think would be a lie.
Haters are gonna hate, but it's not going to be as much as Floyd Mayweather or anything like that. But he's going to get a lot of love because he's backing up what he's saying.
Yeah. KT, what you think, fam? What you think?
I mean, just what he said. I think Ali is just cut from a different cloth than a lot of artists are. Or I say artists.
Yeah, it's
but
all up.
People
Good.
in
BTF
general.
juice. All right,
people in
kicking in.
general, athletes. I think.
Ali was Grammy nominated.
He had an album, right?
Yeah, he had.
Wait a minute. Was it like a Roy Jones? Y'all must have forgot album. Y'all must have forgot.
Ali had a crazy. It was a.
Pray to God it wasn't.
He had a spoken word album.
Okay.
And it was him just talking shit.
Okay. I didn't know that.
14, 15 tracks, and one
Really?
of them, the album was called I Am
Really?
the Greatest. So you just, and it was before his fight with Sonny Liston, if I remember.
Oh.
That's the perfect timing for that album.
Man,
Yeah.
and look, so
Yeah.
crazy. This is like shit talking at his fight. This is Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
The first 8 tracks were called round 1, round 2, round 3, all the way to round 8 because he predicted he would knock him out in round 8.
Wow.
He ended up knocking him out in round
right.
6, but
round
he
6,
predicted
right.
that he would knock him out in round 8.
Wow.
The first 8 tracks were called like round 1 through 8, and one of the songs or tracks, I guess you could say, was a spoken word thing of him just like talking shit, comedy, whatever. And it was
I'ma
it was
kill you,
Grammy nominated. And the
nigga.
song
Knock
was
your
called-
ass out.
The album was called
Fuck
I Am
your
the Greatest,
mama.
and the song's called I Am the Greatest. Crazy little known fact about
Wow.
Ali.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I never knew that either.
That's crazy. Yo, we got to listen to that.
I can't remember, some DJ or producer just posted that like they have the album.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? The vinyl of
man.
it.
Internet's go look for that, man.
Benny Ben.
It was Benny Ben. It was Benny
Because he
Ben.
has everything, man. Shouts to
Benny
Benny
Ben
Ben.
got everything.
Yeah, it's probably him. I'm sure.
Shout
it's
out
him.
to Benny Ben. Make that album available for the BTF crew, because I want to hear it.
I'm sure it's him.
Just don't put no panda on that shit.
Nah, no panda.
Yeah, hashtag no
Yeah,
panda,
no
man.
panda,
Yo,
man.
but also Prince, man. Yo, internet's in the news. People are passing.
Man,
Greatness
that
of
was
passing.
last
It's
month,
like greatness
too.
of like the death comes in threes kind of thing, man. Like Prince with the overdose. Okay.
We've passed the
Man.
3s because 2016 has been just nothing
nuts,
but
man.
like
Nothing.
one
Yeah.
after
Scary.
another.
Well,
and
yeah,
it's like
scary.
really scary.
So Prince, came out in the media, saying this past weekend of the overdose, right? Which, I'm frankly not fucking buying. Personally, I'm not buying into that shit.
I'm not
because
buying it.
maybe it could have been, but I always like to think they like to spin this bullshit with our artists. You know what I'm saying? They like the media likes to spoon fed us some shit that Sherm mentioned like, yo, if Teek was Illuminati shit. Nah, fuck the Illuminati. Like Sci-Hi the
that's
Prince
fair,
said,
that's fair.
what make you think the Illuminati let some niggas in? Like, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's-
So it's not the
yeah.
Illuminati, but this man has made music of life, you know what I'm saying? Songs of life. And here we are. We get to this point where he just so happens to overdose. So was he just now fucking with this supposed or this alleged drug to where now he overdoses and he's
he probably said that he was like a vegan and like
he didn't drink. So what a lot of people didn't know too. I said that earlier before you guys came in. Prince had like epilepsy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. He did, yeah. So Prince had epilepsy, and this motherfucker's getting on stage, jumping around, doing songs, the whole nine, doing concerts, lights, right, the whole nine. Right. That if you're familiar with that kind of thing, like he that was something that he had. So yes, there was medications and things that he took for that, for his epilepsy, but we never would have known that. Right, as
he
fans,
had like a problem like with his hip or something like hip.
Yeah,
I mean that's them heels he was probably wearing.
He was on hard.
He was on platforms, bro. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, which is fair.
And assless chaps. You know, that's just how Prince got down. You know, it's no shots at Prince. I love Prince. I'm an 80s baby. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on fucking Prince. So it's no shots at Prince, but call it like it is. The nigga was on some fucking platforms and assless chaps. So my mama hit bad from that shit now.
Wait a minute.
Mama, if you listening, on platforms, bro, you know they not supposed. You know why women do, fam.
Wait, I was about to say his mom's wearing assless chaps because that's crazy. That's crazy.
Mom's definitely not wearing assless chaps. Okay. I hope she's not. Okay. Moms might be behind closed doors. I don't know. Don't fucking really want to know. And nigga, don't ever bring up my mama and assless chaps no more. Because that might be a picture you're painting, scumbag fucking Sherm. This is what we call scumbag Sherm every goddamn week. Yeah, nigga, get that out your head. But anyway, talk about this alleged drug CNN was talking about.
Well, no,
Prince
Prince apparently died of fentanyl. If you're out here and you're into hardcore drugs, I hope you're not.
Accidental overdose.
Right. I'm not.
Which is like, I don't like how. Accidental because.
That's what I'm saying. What's accidental?
Like, well, here's the thing. Fentanyl is 50 to 100 times more powerful than morphine.
Yes.
25 to 50 times more potent than heroin.
But
this is a very hardcore drug.
But here's the thing,
very
like,
easy.
How many his doctor had to give that to him, right? So how did he accidentally OD on this?
Or his street doctor in Minnesota.
Money talks, bullshit walks, B.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
Yeah, I mean, if I got the money and I need fentanyl, I'm going to get it.
You don't get it.
Just to help y'all out, he needed a hip replacement, but he couldn't because he's a Jehovah's Witness. So he was taking the drugs so that for the pain of his hip.
So he can get through.
Yeah, so he just took too much that day because he was in pain. He had just had like pneumonia too.
Right.
So like dude was messed up. So you know what I'm saying? He got pneumonia.
I could believe that.
All that stuff.
I can believe that.
I can believe.
But he's not like a drug.
Exactly.
Overdose. Yeah, I can believe
that. This has been an interruption from the
dude was
local
touring, man. He was doing tours all night. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I get it. I
get it. But that overdose shit missed me with all that shit.
No, I don't think he went and intentionally snorted up a bunch of
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's a whole nother story, Juan Neal.
Different junk.
No, he didn't. That's another story.
It's just unfortunate, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you thought you were taking a pill or two, and next thing you know, you end up dead.
Right.
Sorry, Prince, but
Slumps.
you know, he was slumped over.
Slumps,
man. And it's just all bad how it all ends for one of the greatest ever.
One of the greatest.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the times, you know, our black entertainers and athletes, you know, it's that story all the time. You know what I mean? Whether it is that, or they quote unquote whoever they are, try to make it look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It's just whack, man. Yeah, for sure.
Is it scary? So like we got artists and producer. Like is that shit scary, bro? Like to make it to that level, to get into Hollywood, right? Is it scary to the company you keep and
before you answer that, I gotta ask: if you were to make a Purple Rain, what would it be called?
Rose gold.
Rose gold? Rose gold? There we go. All right, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, as Tico was saying.
No, I was just saying, like, that's scary, man. You get to that level of success and, you know, we joke about it and shit, quote unquote, like the man. You know what I'm saying? Take your ass out for what? You know what I mean? For delivering that message, for letting people know that they can be successful too.
Wait a minute.
They can be a little 5'5", or I don't even 5'5",
Are you
bro.
claiming Illuminati?
No, fam, where's this Illuminati shit coming from, scumbag Sherm? No one's talking about that. What I am saying, fuck Illuminati.
He takes one trip down to Miami.
One trip to Miami,
Illuminati
exactly.
shit.
And talks about donkey shows. We'll talk about that in the next. This nigga's into donkey shows. Ro, have you ever heard of a donkey show?
I've never heard of a donkey.
KT, you ever heard of a donkey show?
How you go from Prince to a donkey show?
Okay,
right.
Because this is Blue Tiger special.
Last week we went from a Nike. We were talking about a Nike store to the donkey show.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what
Talk about how whack the Nike store is.
That was whack. We talked about that in episode 45.
I saw your. No, was it live stream?
Live stream.
Facebook Live, yeah, Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
Where Juan got all fucking emotional.
Yeah.
And it's for the city and it's for the jobs. And we shout out to that.
No, you weren't. He wasn't there with you.
He went.
Not with you.
No, not with me.
Yeah.
BTF Tom was there.
The Nike.
Yeah, he had press pass. He's special. Whoa.
I'm sorry. Juan.
Press pass. But back to the donkey show. You mentioned how you had, KT on your bucket list.
Yes.
This nigga scumbag Sherm has a donkey show on his bucket list.
For sure, bro.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute.
I mean,
Because Sherm is into bestialities.
No, he's not.
Okay.
No, he's not, bro.
Subject change.
Hold on.
Right. Okay.
Hold on.
So how about those Shroot waffles?
Yeah, right. He just took it way left field.
How about those Shroot
So
waffles?
the reality
bro?
of a donkey show.
No,
Internet.
So I got a show tomorrow. We have a show tomorrow. It's with Royce of 5'9" at St. Andrews Hall. No.
Internet's like, check this out. So KT Rowe, check this out. So I had never heard of the donkey show myself. I'm like, what the fuck is a donkey? I'm thinking, I was like, yo, you can go to Ace of Spades and see a donkey show. It's a donkey show every night. That's the kind of donkeys that I'm thinking about. Fat asses, right? Maybe I was wrong. But who else in the corner over there, Beard is Weird, knew exactly what a donkey show was. Beard is Weird knew what a donkey show was. A donkey show happens to take place in a random,
scumbag areas of the world.
Scumbag area of the world, which is why we call him Scumbag Sherm. A donkey gets his member erect and fucks a woman. A real woman?
No, I haven't. It's on my list.
It's on his list. So here's the
list.
thing. We were talking about Tijuana Nike store, and I was like, yo, Sherm, don't talk about Tijuana because that's disgusting, and you don't know if they're 16 or they're 26, so we don't want to definitely go and do any of that wild shit, right? And then Sherm was like, yo, donkey shows jump off in Tijuana. I'm like, what the fuck is a donkey show?
I've heard things.
He's heard things. So on his donkey and on his bucket list is a donkey show where Sherm wants to watch a donkey get erect and fuck a woman.
I mean, no, flat out.
You Google? Did you just?
Rose says no, flat out.
No.
It's
Oh my God, dog.
That's fucking
Michael Jordan.
Internet's Michael Jordan bees. So
Why would
Sherm,
anybody want to see a
wait,
donkey?
ask him, Ro.
Why?
Why? It's on a bucket list.
Why? It's on your bucket list.
on my bucket list. 100 things to do before you die.
And to see a donkey.
Number 62 is donkey show.
Yeah, that's a
Screw
good number.
a real woman.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's on 57. Okay, he's getting near the donkey show.
I mean, why not, bro? Like, why?
Why not?
You ask me why, I'm asking you why not.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
my eyes were burned and
Hey,
not
fuck
work
it.
anymore.
But you can say you did it.
No,
Say you saw it, bro.
Why would you want to say you saw this?
Just cause.
The BTF crew does not endorse anything
Internet. Like that.
the BTF Sherm is saying right now.
Internet's.
I like living the wild side of life, bro. Like,
That's not living the wild side of life.
that is the wild side of life, bro.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
All in one.
That is disgusting, bro. I can't. Listen.
I
A donkey show.
can't
Internet's, yeah, bro. So I didn't
can't.
understand. That's, again, having, KT is on your bucket list for making music in life.
Making
for
music
people,
and
for
making
people to
albums.
understand.
Right.
Scumbag,
no,
Scumbag
no.
Sherm and the donkey list. Internet's, I don't know.
I cannot.
This is BTF Sherm. This is why we call him Scumbag.
Scumbag Sherm's list is different than anybody else's.
Yeah.
list.
Clearly.
Yeah, so
Clearly.
it is what it is.
Clearly, man.
It is what it is.
And the funny part is,
I haven't seen it yet. For the record, I have not seen it.
the funny part is that he's trying to say that this is how we roll. I'm like, no,
That's
no,
how you roll.
that's how he rolls.
Yeah, BTF crew don't roll like
Yeah.
that. Sherm rolls.
The thoughts of Scumbag Sherm does not reflect BTF. the views of the BTF crew.
Yeah, that's pretty much
views
it.
and expression
Rope
does-
us back in with some positive shit other than
Please.
you donkey fucker you.
Oh, man.
Yes.
I don't know, bro.
Listen, This is where we
This
go.
is what happens.
This is exactly the Blue Tigers Fitted show.
Yeah,
this is a show and an interview unlike no other. It all goes down here at the Blue,
All right, well,
Blue Tigers Fitted
we're
show.
going to rescue the show from donkey shows, but
Yeah.
apparently, I'm going to give you some positive civil fucking, what's the word? Civil liberties. or
Civil
some
liberties.
bullshit.
There you
Like,
go.
all right, $5 billion are
$5
being
billion.
invested into Detroit for mass transit. I don't know about you cats, but if you ever rode the DOT,
Which is
you know it was
AKA the Iron Pimp.
the Iron Pimp.
The Iron
the
Pimp
bus,
is what we used to call
the
it.
local,
The bus.
The DOT. If you ever rode it, any point in your life, you know what kind of disaster it was growing up in Detroit.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna put $5 billion into it.
Billy.
Yeah, it's a big
Not
number,
million.
right?
Billion.
Yeah.
Billion.
To invest it and get it spread out from here to Ann Arbor, which is about an hour away. Here to
Troy.
Pontiac,
Yaktown they were doing, yep.
So we're doing all this kind of positive shit. And I'm just happy, man. It's finally a good look for that, because if you are on the DOT, shout out to you.
Shout out to you, listener.
And I pray to God you got a switchblade for that crazy motherfucker behind you,
Right.
that you ain't even noticing right
Can't
now.
even notice.
But yeah, I mean that's the thing. $5 billion is supposed to bring so many jobs, so much investment, and all this kind of stuff.
Pay your fare. Pay your fare.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that, right?
It's gonna be a lot of that.
And
I'm jumping, bro.
And as a guy that's done a lot of traveling, obviously, as we talked about,
That's
you know,
right.
shout
Sherm
out
Diego.
shout out to Tijuana.
Shout out. Well,
No, we're not shouting out Tijuana. No, we're not.
The views
and
and
the views and
expressions.
expressions here made by Scumbag Sherm do not reflect the. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it's just a good look for the whole entire region. Finally, something that I know growing up and going through the high school, early 2000, whatever. Like you hop on the bus, it might be your worst day ever.
So pretty much Detroit's not gonna be looking like Ludacris on Crash.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. You know what I'm saying? So
I got a question. It kind of goes off that. Yeah, like how you feel about Detroit is definitely changing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
from
yeah.
where it's
For the
at.
better.
How, yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask, like, how you guys feel about all the changes that are being made.
Yeah, so
in
I
Detroit.
mean, Ro mentioned, like the Nike store, and we talked about it, episode 45. Juan chimed in. A better downtown Detroit. White folks are moving back downtown into the city, so you have to pay attention to that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just what it is. It's the reality of what it is. We had a guy from the Netherlands actually come to Detroit, and he was on our show. He was like 10 episodes back.
shout out to Pete.
Shout out to Pete, man. He came all the way from the Netherlands. He's a school teacher in the Netherlands. He teaches econ.
Yeah,
and
yep.
he plays this show to his students in the Netherlands, which is incredible, right? So him and Sherm, linked up, email. Dude don't have a phone, so they communicated through email.
Yeah,
Came
yeah.
through. He literally walks the streets of Detroit. We talking about a dude that's like, people's like 6'10", 6'11".
Yeah,
Big ass, like
he was tall.
he
You
was
would
tall
notice
dude,
him.
man.
Did he dunk on somebody?
He
No?
definitely probably could dunk on somebody,
Right?
right?
I hope he can dunk
I
on
would
somebody,
hope so. At
but-
6'10", 6'11", I would
Yeah,
hope so.
I would
right?
hope so.
But he came into the city. I mean, this guy was like Ubering everywhere, taking mass transit, like bus everywhere. He didn't have no family, no friends here. He's in Highland Park at like 11 o'clock at night talking to people. A big ass white guy, right? He don't know, right? But he's talking. He wants to get this true feel for the city. Dude's a vegetarian,
He's
but
writing a
he's
book.
eating at Slows and eating at Sweetwaters. He's getting like the true,
Yeah.
like feeling of the city. And this guy is from the Netherlands, right? So when you mention and you answer that question, is it getting better? Like, he definitely says like the people here is the one thing he noticed. Like besides all the media and the bad press Detroit gets, the people here are strong and are the best
Yeah.
part is what he gets out, because he's actually writing a book on
Yeah,
the city
always.
of Detroit. He's
Always.
writing a book on the city of Detroit. And yeah, I think the city's getting better. To Juan's point about the Nike store, yeah, we bashed on it because it was whack. It was an outlet. It was supposed to be mentioned as a Nike town, but we got a Nike factory outlet. So it's like, okay,
No.
you
Well,
know,
I will say,
uh-huh.
and I'm in a different position
Right.
than a lot of people.
Yep.
I was told a long time ago that it was
town.
No. I was told a long time ago that it's called a Nike. It's called a Nike. Not a factory. What is it called? It's an outlet, but it's a community store. So
Community
what it is?
store?
So
What the
what?
hell is
I didn't
that?
even know what
Yeah.
that
So
was.
they put us on the flow chart even lower.
So a community, a Nike,
this is community,
a Nike
urban.
community store is that they put it in a community.
Yeah.
Wherever they put it, they have to hire the people that work there have to live within a certain radius
Which makes sense.
of the actual store.
Yep.
And then they have to put a certain amount of dollars back into the community.
Okay.
Which is actually dope.
dope.
So you're gonna start seeing like when you know the people in Chicago, the Hustle Simmons.
Yep, Hustle Simmons.
The regular old tie,
regular ass tie. Yep, shout out.
All them niggas that'll be like a Nike Fitness whatever that's
ambassador or something like that.
Yeah, that's downtown. You're gonna start seeing that in Detroit.
Okay, so that's dope.
I've been seeing billboards around about like Detroit doesn't quit or
but the actual store, but the actual store of it is basically, they told me a long time ago, and that's why I was never worried about it.
Sure.
That it was basically the same store that was at the Great Lakes Crossing.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's all it is. It's an
Great
outlet
Lakes Crossing, the one that's at Tandra Outlet out in Howell.
And the reason why you
black
saw
folks internets don't go to
the
Howell.
reason that you saw the
it's a true story.
Aquas,
Aqua 8s,
NYC,
10s, Blue 5s,
and shit like that is only because it was the original. It was the opening.
Grand opening.
Yep. You won't see that moving forward.
Yeah, moving forward, you got like Roshi's and free runs.
Free runs and like
all the inline product.
Plus, like free run pluses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is a dope running shoe if you run.
If you run.
Yeah, if you're a
you know
runner.
what I'm saying?
Tough Mudder's coming up.
Tough Mudder's definitely
coming up.
We're not going to talk about
I might have to join, Ro.
I'm down.
I saw the video.
I'm not going to put the team together.
Okay.
I'm not going to put the team together.
Okay.
But if the team gets put together, if the BTF team is
Okay.
going to Tough Mudder,
You'll do it?
I'll do it again.
Here it is. Roast Pit
I'll do
just
it again.
The challenge has been out there, huh? It's been
Sherm,
laid out
you got to
for
drop
us.
some pounds. Tell these hoes you got to call them back later.
Yeah.
They can't be here that weekend.
Right.
Scumbag.
Listen,
Friday at 9:30, it's over.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Part of the team.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I was the MC, the starting line
Correct.
MC.
I remember.
And the finishing line MC for Tough Mudders.
I remember.
And that's the only reason I even know what it is.
Yep.
Okay, I would see at the finish line.
People get electrocuted.
People get electrocuted, but it was like a 74-year-old gray-haired white woman that did the whole thing, and I'm like, listen, I'm not in shape. But if I don't care if she is the Mike Phelps of Tough Mudders, dog.
Yeah.
If she can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And that's all that I needed to know.
Yeah.
Bro, this is one of the it's two things that was the toughest things I've ever done in my life. Learning how three things. Learning how to throw a left hook, a proper left hook.
Southpaw.
No.
Southpaw.
From the traditional stance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throwing a proper left hook.
Right.
Was one of I'm still learning how to throw a proper left hook. Okay? Mm-hmm. Trying to teach myself and learn how to skateboard as an adult.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead, Sherm.
Let him finish. Wait, hold on. Let me finish,
wait a
and then ask you a question.
That was learning how to remember. I don't know if you remember. Remember Rick broke his ankle.
I sure the fuck do. Skateboarding. I do remember that.
Yeah, and it was like that. It was
Limpin' Lou. We call it.
Literally the one of the toughest things I've ever done in my life. Like tried to learn how to do a kickflip as an adult. Okay,
What'd you call him?
Limpin' Lou.
No.
Yeah,
Tony fucking Hawk. The black Tony Hawk.
yeah. And we was doing it. We was at it.
The Black Paul Rodriguez.
I'm not mad at it.
And then
Nike SB. And then they thought they was about to get an SB account.
Number 3, that's what we were going for. No, you already know.
Insider secret.
You already know.
Okay. All right.
The third thing was Tough Mudder, bro. Was the toughest thing. I don't understand how people how this is a real thing.
Right.
And it's listen.
Was it 14 miles?
It's technically the actual course is 12 miles.
12 miles.
But don't ever forget that you have to park so far away you have to park a mile away. So it's technically 14 miles because you have to walk there, which is a mile, and then when you're done and bleeding and ankles hurting.
Who came up with this game?
They're genius.
Are they really?
Bro, they're genius. Listen,
sounds like a white people game to me.
It's definitely that.
Come get electrocuted, nigga.
For sure. But
and then
what I'm saying is
jump through a
they
rope.
pay.
I bet you
they pay $180
towards a charity, right? No.
Well, they give a percentage. They give
a percentage, right? Yeah.
But they pay $100. You pay $180 to do it, and they have probably 5,000 to 6,000 people on Friday, and on Saturday. And then probably 2,000 to 3,000 people on Sunday. And they do it in different cities every week. Now, when I was hosting it, it would be one city every week. Now it's 2 to 3 cities every week.
Wow.
Yeah,
Think about
it grew that much. Yeah,
it grew. It's crazy.
Crazy.
And I was like, bro, that was
somebody's collecting that.
So
check.
how much of it is like Gauntlet and how much of it is running? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like how much
MTV.
of it is like
Well, the thing-
Gladiator, old school Gladiator.
World Life Challenge.
The thing about it is
Real
that
Life
it's
Challenge.
not like what they tell you. It's not a race.
Right.
It's about camaraderie and like
Set your own pace.
if he's gonna take, put it like this. When we ran it, I was like, man, we're gonna knock this shit out. You know what I'm saying? It took us 5.5 hours
to get done with the course.
to get done with
Technically 14 miles,
yeah.
quote unquote.
And it's like, oh my god.
I saw the series.
We get to it a
wall
or something.
Yeah.
And like
10-foot wall.
He can't like get up by himself. He can't get over it by himself.
Yeah, pause.
So pause.
Yeah, pause.
So we help him over. We help him over.
Yep.
And then he comes back around and helps us
Right,
to get over.
go
And that's
over.
what it's about. It's not about like who does it the fastest.
Right.
You calling out KT right now, or you just saying?
No, not KT. I'm
Okay.
sitting right next to me.
Like,
But
damn, flat
bro,
out,
listen,
KT.
I have never in my
Flat
life
out.
caught at about the
But he's
9 mile
hardcore
mark.
rapper.
At the
he's
9 mile mark,
Yeah.
I was my calves and my quads was cramping
My
up.
neck
and
my back.
you have to do it because you're a man.
You're a grown-ass
You're an
man.
alpha male, bro. You
Yeah.
have to. He's an athlete. He's a competitor.
you gotta
So
do
you
it.
have to do it.
Yeah.
But it's what I'm saying to you is that 9 miles in, we had 3 miles left, and I'm literally cramping up like I'm walking like a board, like stiff as a board, dog,
Yeah.
because my legs are cramping up, and then you have to carry another human being
Right.
through this obstacle.
But with you, that was before you started working out.
That was
'Cause
definitely
you was
before I
out of
started.
shape, skinny guy.
No, we
Yeah.
found out on it was Sunday when we went. We found out on Wednesday that we were doing it.
Yeah,
None of us had worked out.
But
at
boxer
all.
row, in shape row.
It doesn't matter.
What is it?
dog.
Doesn't matter.
I'm just saying.
So
like,
it'll be a little bit better.
yeah.
A little bit.
It'll be a little
Not
bit better.
much.
Hey, look, I don't want to be a
It's
man,
all- every one of
so
them.
I'm not doing it, bro.
I'm
I'm not a man.
You
Come
have
on,
to
do it for loose cannon. Do it for loose cannon. Do it for your beard, nigga.
This store's closing tonight.
Do it for your beard, Juan. Yeah, no more loose cannon brand.
Juan Neal, represent your beard, man.
Right.
Stand up for your beard,
Right.
Juan
Don't let
Neal.
that white girl tell you your beard is weird.
This beard want to go do the tough mudder. He can leave. He can go, bro. Bare face. Like police officer.
Yo, in other news before we wrap up, man, because we always got to hit the internets, man, with our movies. You know what I'm saying? X-Men Turtles jumped off. You're a turtle fan, and we're not talking like the Ninja Turtles, where like Vanilla Ice was in Turtles 2.
Nah.
And it was like ninja rap.
Yeah.
And then like Michelangelo got on and was like what you saw? Then give it up for us turtles. Like yo. Engineer BTF. We're not talking those turtles.
Wait a minute. Why do you know so much about that turtle, Steve?
Hey, it doesn't matter. That was my childhood, bro.
Okay, all right.
Super Shredder. I know all about that. Word for word, son.
I'm just asking.
Okay. See? He knows, man. See, Mark knows, man.
Mark knows. I'm just asking.
I'm just saying. Don't
just
front on
asking.
me like you don't know.
I'm just asking.
Don't front on me like you didn't know.
You know what's actually really funny about the fact that you brought that up? So I'm in town right now because my mom is like moving out of her place.
Sure.
And it's like my childhood place. So I've been cleaning out all like my childhood things. The one DVD that I found was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 1. And I just sent them that picture
With
today.
Casey Jones.
Yes.
The original Casey Jones.
Oh my God. So it's just ironic because that was my
See?
childhood. We had a whole
See?
conversation about childhood. And that was,
Internets,
like, my-
it happens. Grown ass men watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, see, you did. KT did. B, tell us a little about Turtles, man, because I personally didn't see
Cartoon, all that.
Ninja Turtles
Video
2.
game,
I enjoyed 1.
Okay.
So Krang is back on 2, right?
Well, he's introduced.
He's introduced, right?
Yeah,
And Internets, if you don't know who Krang is, this is a big ass like android with like a brain in his tummy.
which they actually implement that in the movie.
It
Yeah.
was fairly accurate.
It was really
I'll give
really
you that.
accurate.
Okay.
Like what's
Right.
That's the cartoon they brought.
Well, yeah, because
yeah.
the whole premise was like the oh god, how can I put it? Like the whole premise was like the turtles had to stop Shredder from opening up a portal so that the Technodrome doesn't come to Earth.
Internets are
And
nerding out.
and
That's
so
how we
it's
do.
like that's like the whole premise of the whole entire movie, and
Right.
I'm like, all right, you got me sold on that one.
right.
Who's seen the movie?
These two guys,
I
Scumbag
saw
Sherm,
it.
because he's a
Yeah.
scumbag.
three.
He's there day
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I've seen it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
And BTF.
I highly enjoyed it.
I was gonna
he
say,
fell asleep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say out of 5 stars, 5 stars being the greatest.
The greatest.
What would you rate it?
Oh, let's see.
Are you 4.5 in it, B?
No, actually, I'm gonna give it a solid
3.7?
I'm gonna give it a solid 4.
Solid 4. Sherm, you fell asleep, nigga, after the title because you were probably drinking.
Solid
You
5.
probably
Gee, that's 5. Gee, that sounds familiar, Teek.
Nah.
Oh, I wish this was a donkey show. Damn, what happened, man? What are we talking about? I thought it was a turtle show.
Damn, Daniel.
These donkeys. These ain't donkeys. These turtles.
2 4s.
No,
This ain't ass.
there was a rhino and a warhog in there.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. You woke up for that, huh?
Yeah, they were in there. They were in there as well.
Compared to the original.
What's that?
The original movie. How do you compare this one to the original 1 and 2? Not 3.
It's
3
tough.
is trash.
It's
See,
tough.
it's tough because 1 and 2 was
Like the originators.
No, they were trying to compare to the cartoon.
Right.
So it was a different audience when we were watching it when we were young and whatnot. So
Yeah.
you take the Turtles movie now with. They're trying to take it to the cartoon that's out now and whatnot. That's what they're trying to implement. So like the Turtles that's out in the movie is completely different than what we used to. So comparing it is almost like comparing apples and oranges at the moment.
Apples and oranges.
Which is crazy because the
Sherm,
movie's
you're more like hot dogs and donuts for you.
hot
Right?
dogs and donuts.
more like
kind of shit are you
no, more
talking
like
about?
Donkey show, nigga.
And me, I have daughters, so it's all about like unicorns and fairies,
Right. Roses and ponies.
and like
Roses and ponies.
rainbows, and
No.
you know what I'm saying.
I think if you took the little ladies to the movies, they'd have a good time.
So what would you rate it, man?
They're
Top-
scared.
top
They're
five.
scared of rats, bro. If
For
they
the-
see
for-
Shredder,
for the 10
it's
minutes
a
you saw.
4-foot rat in there, bro.
well, it doesn't matter. They're
Doesn't matter.
Little
Yeah.
girls. I can't. I feel like so.
Right, vulnerable, right? As
I'm
a
so-
pop, you can't
yeah.
take them to see everything.
I just want to thump somebody in their forehead and tell them to do some push-ups. That's what I want to do. But she tough. Let me tell you something. I just went to Disney World.
I saw, man.
Okay, and my youngest is 5 years old.
Yeah.
and she is like, so they have like you have to be this tall to ride
Right,
the
right,
rides,
right.
right? And we went to Magic Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
And she's literally like it's a 40-inch joint,
Uh-huh.
a 44-inch joint, and then whatever.
52 or whatever.
52
yeah,
or
it
whatever,
goes up, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And my youngest is literally, she's 40 inches tall, bro. Okay? She is trying to ride every ride. Every ride. I don't care if it's you have to be
The shit twirl.
5'9"
Yeah.
to ride that
Literally.
joint.
No
You
pun
know?
intended.
No pun intended.
No
Wow.
pun intended.
But she's trying to ride every ride. So she was like disappointed when she couldn't ride the ride. And me, growing up, when I went to Cedar Point or whatever, mentally, I would not ride the biggest ride.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
I would ride every ride other than the biggest ride.
Right.
Now, okay, I
Do it
have
up.
a 9-year-old that isn't scared of anything.
No fear.
9-year-old girl.
9-year-old
So
girl.
when she says, Daddy, let's get on that.
Right. It's 150 feet high. Yeah.
7,000 feet high.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to say, hell no. I was like, no. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'll whoop you. You get a whooping. But the man in me
Right.
can't let my 9-year-old daughter
You about to
conquer
bitch out.
something.
right, that I
Yeah,
can't.
and I'm
yeah.
like, I'm on these rides, bro. When I tell you my hands are dripping with just moisture,
You want it? I got it. Dripping like water.
we rode a ride.
Candy
we rode a
man.
ride that it was like you were like basically like on your like Superman, like laying out like
Oh,
this.
dear Lord.
We got to the top of this ride. I looked down and said, if this thing just happens to just like
See?
It's over.
why am I
Yeah. Feeling like a complete asshole.
for my 9-year-old daughter? bro.
Yeah.
But I did it. I did every ride she was trying to ride,
God.
and I was trying. And then because when she gets on it, of course she's nervous.
Yeah.
She's kind of she was there, but she was like, yeah, she was excited. But then when we got on it, she was a little nervous. So I'm trying to be like, give your daddy some dap. You know what I'm saying? We on it. We here now. It ain't no turning back.
Was it like DMX with his like,
Come on, baby. That's how it was. I mean, it was dope, man. It was dope. But I literally stepped out of myself.
Yeah.
And did some
And did
things.
it.
that-
That's what dads have to do, man.
That's what fathers have
That's
to
what
do.
dads got to
Yo,
do,
where
man.
was that right at? The slingshot joint.
Slingshot.
DMX was on.
Oh,
Where is
man.
that
Yeah,
joint at?
because there was a couple people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got a
there's a
lot
couple
of
people that did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
See,
yo-
I don't do carnival rides, bro.
You do slingshots, though.
And
You
I
had them
do it,
hoes and
yeah.
slingshots,
I
scumbag,
do
Sherm.
more than
do
a
a slingshot,
slingshot,
You
bro.
throw them out, pop them right on back.
Yeah.
Hi-yah!
Come back, bro.
Come back with a donkey.
Show.
Yo, internets. Also, what was at the theaters, man? Go check out X-Men. Yo, I don't know if you're a Marvel person. You know what I'm saying? X-Men is dope. Talking to a guy that didn't really follow all the comics, but into the movies, you feel me? These two guys didn't see it yet. I know regular ass Tom actually just saw it. He hit me today. Yeah. Was like, yo, should I stay towards the end? Yes, nigga. Stay toward the end. It's Marvel. You're going to see some things. It has to be hands down, probably to me, one of the best X-Men that have been released just yet. A lot of comedy. Even if you don't follow the series, you can still follow along. You feel me? With the characters, with the comedy. I mean, they threw shots in like, hey, I think like Storm or somebody said like, always the third episode is whack. Like they went to like a fucking movie theater watching Star Wars or some shit, and Nightcrawler was dressed as Michael Jackson. I'm like, yo, is that some racist shit right there? Why the black guy gotta have a red vest on? But I kept cool. I'm like, you know what? It's just a movie, Tico. French. Calm down. Yeah. Right? Yeah, he's French. Yeah, French, AKA nigga. So it was cool. So definitely take your family out to see X-Men. You feel me? It was a dope movie, man. These guys didn't see it. I say go see it.
I haven't seen it. I don't got an opinion for you, bro.
You should go see it, Sherm. Scumbag.
By the time the internet hear this, would have seen it.
Yes, so you would have.
I might tweet about it.
That's right.
Follow me, BTF Sherm.
You're one of these skios, man.
Yeah. We
take it to the early show. Take it to the matinee because you ain't trying to pay that $15 after.
I got $8 tops.
Yeah, $8 tops. I was talking about taking somebody to Epcot a couple episodes ago. Y'all tried to call me.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Epcot's the way to go, but kids can't be at the Epcot.
A lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
No, he's trying to take somebody to Epcot.
No.
I'm trying to take him to a $4 movie on a Saturday morning. So if you're trying to roll, let's roll.
And afterwards, let's roll.
Wait, is that still considered scumbag hours?
Hell yeah,
man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's only weekend hours though, B.
Anything $4 a day, scumbag hour. Scumbag. It's definitely scumbag. $4 a day. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
No popcorn, no pop,
none of that shit. I got you at the crib.
We going to the gas station. You better bring your big bag.
Get you that motherfucking Arnold Palmer. Put that shit in your purse. That 99-cent Arizona, no tax.
99
It's a 99-cent.
Never a tax. Yo, I need all 5 of my.
All 5. All 3 of y'all. All 3 of y'all. Internets, look, man, this has been episode 46. It has been all over the goddamn place. It has been Rose Spit in the building. It's been KT. It's been Mark in the building. Yo, we've had a great time.
Yeah.
Great time, man. Bro, I appreciate you coming by.
Thank you, brother.
KT, as always, man. This has just been insane.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. It's my first time on here.
Word, man. You got to come back,
see
man.
How
you're in the city. This is how we get down. It's going to sound even crazier. Sure. It's going to sound even crazier over the headphones. Mark, thank you for keeping everything together with these guys here. And the synergy, man. We really appreciate y'all, man. Congratulations. Good luck on the tour. You know what I'm saying?
Really quick.
Yeah.
For those on the West Coast that might want to see Rose go with Royce, the 23rd is in Santa Ana.
June 23rd.
June 23rd.
Yep, June 23rd. Yep.
June 23rd in Santa Ana at the Constellation Room. June 24th is in LA at Los Globos. June 25th is in Oakland.
Okay.
I'm not sure the name of the venue. Phone died. And then June 26th is in Sacramento.
Okay.
So Rose Gold and Graph on tour with Royce for all the whole West Coast leg.
And internets will have that posted in the description. All the tour dates, all these guys' social media plugs that you can follow and keep up with them, man, and their debauchery. On the Snap, on the Facebook Live, on the tour. I can't personally wait to see what jumps off. We can't wait to get backstage tomorrow. Ain't that right, Sherm?
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Be at the concert tomorrow, Rose Spit. Again, take a couple pictures, kiss some babies, smack some asses.
Right.
Maybe you might smack some asses.
I'm going for show smack some asses.
You gotta smack some asses and give away black cards.
You never know.
Get some babies.
You never know, man. Somebody's baby's mama's mama might be there. You know what I'm saying?
BTF Teek got.
We had to watch the goddamn kids. You know where we at tomorrow? We at St. Andrews tomorrow. Goddamn it! Anything jumps off in the D. Anything can happen. Goddamn. Hey, baby. Anything happens. Engineer B, man, we appreciate you as always. BTF Creed on the camera. You know what I'm saying? She jumped in. Shout outs to hashtag no Parkinson's. Hashtag let's find a cure.
Please, dear God. Get Michael J. Fox on the phone.
Dear God. Hashtag let's find a fucking cure. But gentlemen, and again, our gracious host Juan Neal, man, Loose Cannon Lifestyle brand and his store here in Ferndale, Michigan, man. Shout out to you. Thanks again, brother, as always, for letting us record here.
Can I say something real quick before we
bro.
go? Listen, man, I want to shout out my man Juan. Listen, Juan Neal came to Burn Rubber as a Joy Road gangster boy. Okay, I'm talking about, you know, he all he knew was Joy Road. Can we say that? Can we say that? Can we say that? Okay. And one thing I want to say, man, is like, I love seeing growth.
Sure.
Right. So like with me, you may not like my music today, but just stick with me. If you see something you like, you know what I'm saying, or if you latch on to something, just stick with me. In 5 years, I may be the best. You know, and I want people to see my insecurities. I want people to see my downfalls. I want people to see my successes.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just period. And one thing I want to say is, man, like for somebody to and correct me if I'm wrong, to not be, you know, we didn't come from seeing people have own stores, own businesses, and own things like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So and I didn't. All I knew about entrepreneurship is my cousin One Below. That's all I knew, and that was some music shit, right? So to see Wine come from where he started, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing what whatever shoe was.
Sure.
Just to be like, yo, I fuck with that shoe just because I like that shoe.
Yeah.
But not really knowing much about it to owning his own store, where he's producing his own clothing line and producing his own brand and selling these shoes, man, is just like hats off, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, salute on some real shit.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. So, yo, Ro, before you want to go, give your, you know, your follows, you know what I'm saying, where the people can follow you. Rick kept it very simple. He said wherever you can follow Rick is goddamn Rick WLMS everywhere. But I'm sure you have what? Underscores, hashtags.
No, I mean, that's it. Like, realistically, it's Ro_spit at everything. You know what I'm saying? RO_SPIT.
Bet.
And then we have Rose Gold. We went back and forth with this a lot on, you know, it's a lot of, you know, but it's RSXGLD.
RSX.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how, that's when you see that.
Look at you guys.
When you see Rose Gold,
fancy right
when you
there.
see RSXGLD, that's Rose Gold. And that's it. That's Twitter, Instagram, pretty much. That's it. Still trying to figure some things out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But and like,
and that's why Mark is there.
Yeah, that's why Mark is. That's why Mark is wrong. And with me, it's Ro_spit and Burn Rubber Detroit. Burn Rubber at everything. And then my man KT.
Yeah, get the people where you can follow us, man.
Yeah, if you on Instagram, you know it's I4KT. But for the most part, it's 14KT wherever, like Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Twitter, all that, 14KT.
All that, man.
I'm competing with all that jewelry on there. Yeah. It'll be me and be some jewelry. Absolutely.
We'll have you on there for the internets, man. For sure, man. That's just crazy, man. 14KT all day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And then we're working on the album. It's pretty much done. It's in the mixing and mastering stages right now.
Okay.
It's called Rose Gold, and it's, you know, produced 100% by 14KT.
Nice.
And
where they find your music
SoundCloud, Rose Spit, just Spotify,
iTunes.
Just really go to Google and type in
Google
Rose
you.
Spit.
Google Rose Spit.
Same here.
Yeah.
Google Rose Spit. Google
find it like that, man. But I like this album. You know, it's I've stretched myself to places that I never thought I would go to musically. You know what I'm saying? And it's literally because of these two guys next to me.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be something special, man. I think it's really gonna be, and everybody says that about their next project. You know what I'm saying?
This is gonna be special.
But for real, like I honestly, it's like I've done things. I've been challenged by people that I respect.
Sure.
And you know, to my knowledge, I feel I lived up to that challenge.
Yeah.
Not even knowing that I could live up to that challenge, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? But and that's really it, man. And like with KT, I've like with all my projects before, you know, I've had producers and I've had people that made beats, but mostly I produced the majority of all my music. Sure. When I say that, like, you could make a beat, and that's it. You know, you make the beat, it's cool, it's a dope beat. You send it to me, I sequence it.
Yep.
I do the drops. Yep. I arrange it. I do everything. I do, you know, and I rap to it, and I do that, and then I send it back to you finished. Yep. And you like, yo, that's dope. Yeah. I'll retweet it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This time, it's like I haven't had too many people that like producers that I trust 100%. So I'm like, I rap, and then it's like, yo, he adds vocals, he adds cut scratches, he adds other production, other everything, and it's like he sends it back to me, or I hear it and it's like, oh my, why? What do you like? Where is your mind?
Yeah,
where's your mind? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm excited about.
Word. That's what it is, man. B, you good?
Yeah, okay.
Bet. Internet is what it is. Episode 46, man. Blue Tigers Fitted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Every week, every Thursday, in your ear holes. iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, man. That's how we do. Gentlemen, thank you. Thank you
so much.
Absolutely, man. And Internet, we up out of here, man. Tell your mama. Sherm said hello.
And donkey.
And he going.
Donkey show.
And on that note, Internet, we out, man. Peace.
Peace.
Later.
Peace.